All right. I don't know if that'll go in the cold open, but what's up?
It better go in there.
What's up? My name's Jose.
Just treat your slaves better.
AKA
We gotta talk
Isano
about
Monjo.
plus-sized elf.
I got my slaves here.
Don't hit them with the riding crop. Just a couple gentle smacks across the face.
PSA, it's okay to treat your slaves a little bit better.
Apply a little bit of baby powder because you want to keep your pimp hand strong, but don't hit them with the riding crop because you're just going to break them at that point. You don't want to do that to your nice new slave that you bought.
My nice new slave. Okay, well.
Is this going to get us canceled? My bad.
I mean, it might. Anyways.
If they want to cancel us, that's fine.
Imagine we get like 300 episodes in and we've like built up a like audience and
Can
fans.
Can you believe what these guys said in episode
episode 13?
20.
That's why it's always cursed. Anyways,
if Matt and Pat got away with half the shit they said, I think we'll be fine.
By the way, I know you guys are always like, yeah, I don't fucking like Pat. Like, I don't vibe with his stuff. He's like the only one out of all those like friends I'm actually subscribed to.
Okay, so when it comes to them, it's like they just lost like the magic for me when they separated. Like I tried to watch Pat.
Go on.
Well, I tried to watch Pat. I tried to watch Wooly. I tried to watch Matt. Liam was streaming on Twitch for a decent amount of time back in the day, but he all but vanished. Went to his Twitter. Turns out he's working, I think, in Japan to make some game
in the game industry.
But like the boys just didn't have that same magic to me after they separated.
So
makes sense.
I think I told you it was when they started having like random guests that I didn't like on the podcast, and they were doing that every week because it was just Pat and Wooly together, and it's like I would have preferred just Pat and Wooly.
Oh, you mean on the podcast they're still doing?
Yeah, like Castle Super Beast or whatever. But when it's like, hey, we had fucking, I don't know if they ever had Plague on. I think they did.
I hope so. I like Plague, right?
I like Plague when I'm watching like a long retrospective where he's just rambling, but like him as a podcast guest, maybe not. Same with Pat's girlfriend.
Gotcha.
Pat's girlfriend was insufferable to me.
All right, well,
starting random beef on the internet.
Once again, I'm Jose, aka Sonomonjo, and that one there was
phenomenal.
All right, you start beef with random people on the internet?
Sure, why not?
All right.
I mean, Pat was my spirit animal for the longest time, where I just like agreed with everything he had to say.
Oh yeah, no, like in their playthroughs when they would Pat would talk about like how he plays games and shit, like the grid system with searching games. I'm like, fuck, dude, that's what I do. Yeah, search every fucking
can't go too far down that path. That might be the go forward path. Got to cut back to this other path.
I got to fucking scan it in a grid, make sure I didn't miss anything. Got to check all these doors.
And who are you, door checker?
Who are you, Mr. Gridman?
I'm Mactastic.
That's right.
You guys are still bringing this up.
Dude,
good names, man.
Phenominal and Mactastic. We'll be here. We're ride or dies till the end.
Okay. Even though they left Thugnificent.
Well,
to be on this podcast, yeah.
That's in that timeline. This is a new timeline.
Okay. Well, once again, what's up? I'm Jose, Schirm, Salem.
No, my name is Phenomenal.
My name is Mactastic. Why are you lying to the people?
Okay, so I've actually brought to you guys today a bunch of really dumb news stories I saw throughout the week.
I love dumb news stories.
I love bad video games.
Well, yeah, high five, brother.
That's why I play them.
All right, so have we ever played a dating sim?
No.
A dating sim?
I wanted to play the Colonel Sanders one.
Well, I guess I played Doki Doki Literature Club like back in the day.
Can you tell me what happens in Doki Doki Literature Club?
We don't have time.
Is it trauma?
It has stuff that could be considered traumatic, I suppose.
Is it like sexual assault trauma? Like
no.
What?
You know, Martin platinumed that game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
which was his favorite?
Monica, I think.
Yeah,
fucking come on, dog. It's the fucking what was her name? The purple-haired girl.
Sure.
Oh,
whatever her fucking name is. I only remember Sayori from the game in Monica, but yeah, the purple hair one that I can't remember.
Did you play
Yuri? Yeah, it's Yuri. Yuri, that's the one.
Yeah, Yuri's good. I like Yuri.
Thanks, Phenomenal.
Yeah, no problem. Mactastic.
Well, basically, I won't get too into it, but basically, there's like suicide shit, cutting stuff, that type of thing.
Yeah, like trauma.
Yeah.
Okay,
but it's not like it's like. They don't bring it up traditionally like you'd think in a story. It's very much just like...
This is like noticing like characters with like scars on their wrists and stuff like that.
Like she hurt herself. Are we doing something for her?
Like, oh, it's weird that Yuri is like, she keeps leaving the classroom. She comes back like all sweaty and huffing and stuff. That's weird. And then later on, it's revealed that like she leaves. She also has a fucking knife collection. And later it's revealed that like, oh, she's cutting herself.
So she's just Gabe Newell. Do you know who Gabe Newell is?
He's the creator of Valve.
Correct.
So he's Gabe
He also has a ridiculous ridiculous knife collection because
does he?
Yeah, he has fuck you money.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Well, the reason I ask about dating sims, the only one I played was the pigeon one.
Yeah, you've told me about that. Yeah,
But I played the version, not the version, the version with where you can turn on the like pigeons to look like cute anime boys.
Yep, that was the point you were telling me about, and it's like, well, I mean that's cool, but like, what about birds?
Yeah,
birds,
fuck the birds. We need cute anime boys.
Why when I hear the pigeon game do I think of Gilbert Gottfried?
He played that goddamn bird in Aladdin. That was him. I forget the name.
Ioko, something like that.
Diego?
No, not Diego.
I
think we should look up Toucan from Aladdin, please. Pull that up on the screen.
I'm very far away from the TV. I mean, the computer. Look, the only reason I did it like this is so I can just start exiting out of these tabs.
Anyway, did you ever
play
that Colonel Sanders dating sim?
No, I have not, but it looks interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a new game.
A real daddy, if you will.
Did you ever watch that one guy that talks about video games that had the problem with Dell computers?
Super Eye Patch Wolf?
Yeah, did you ever watch his Berserk video?
I probably did, yeah.
Where he made it into a dating sim. Anyway, Super Eye Patch Wolf Berserk video, he made it into a dating sim.
A Berserk dating sim.
I just don't see the appeal of these games.
Well, here's a really dumb dating sim. It's supposed to be, if I can fucking play this.
Is that all?
Well, I wanted to show you guys this because it's really funny. I really like the artwork,
Is
but
this a bunch of fetishes?
surprisingly not.
So, like, the problem I think I would have with this is like, a nice Toyota Camry video.
Fucking Camry
The only thing I
commercial.
can say is that, like, I do enjoy the genre, but I also like visual novels. So, I mean, if you're not really enjoying, like, visual novels, I could see why dating sims.
You know how we always talk about ecchi and how it doesn't go far enough when you want it to? That's what I would feel while playing a visual novel, or like visual novel and dating sim, I guess, where I'd just be like, okay, yeah, I'm into the idea of like dating this character, but now I want to go to the next step and obviously can't. So.
I know what you mean, yeah.
What's really dumb about this is that it's like this.
Does she have a cactus on her hat?
Yes.
Dark-skinned girl goes hard. Oh my god, multiple.
The piano belt is an interesting choice.
Do you see what's going on? All of these all of these objects are turning into cute, dateable.
It's called.
Can't wait to romance Lampcoon.
No, yeah, literally, that's what this is. You can literally romance anything. Look, he's romancing his cabarizzo. Like, what the fuck?
Cabarizzo.
Keys.
Okay.
The piano. You can rizz up your piano.
What about Fridge Sama?
No, Hoove is too hot.
Look, you got hamper.
The fucking
and dryer.
hamper. Okay, dog.
And you got dryer kun.
This is not a thing for me, but I'm happy to exist for somebody.
Because
it's like, now I want to fuck the lamp. Can I go to fucking the lamp?
Yo, I want to fuck my toilet. Like,
barbell
fan, though.
Barbell Coon's got to go hard.
Yo, dishwasher.
Is that toilet water?
Yeah, toilet water kun. You excited?
No.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I mean,
the water chick looking pretty cool though. I like her.
Toilet water kun, but it's like,
she looks nice.
You look nice enough.
No one's perfect.
Dude, I bet you this is like one of those indie games and somebody caught whiff of it and we're like, no, we're going to put a bunch of money behind it.
This feels like the same, like going back 20 years ago, like those Leisure Suit Larry games where it's just like, these were made for horny teenagers.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, this is not something I'm interested in, but like, I could get why people would want to play it.
Sure. We're glad it exists for somebody, like Schirm said.
Yeah, it's somebody's fetish to fuck their toilet water.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next thing.
Salem, it is not.
You're correct.
So we got three patron saints of the podcast. Who's the first one? The guy that saved the people from the train in Taiwan.
Luffy.
You guys remember? He was like, I did it because of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I did it because that's what's his name?
Himmel.
That's what Himmel would have done.
I did it because the most milquetoast character that does nothing in the show. I mean, he kind of does some stuff.
I mean, he's a good guy.
Sure.
He's the embodiment of like.
He is just above Naruto on the like main character like sword wielder scale.
And then Megan is our second.
Sure.
She's a patron saint.
Okay. As someone who is on the podcast, I don't know what you're talking about. Why is she a patron saint?
Because she's
got that fat ass on her.
And she's a weeb.
I see.
Yep.
Was there a sample in that song where it's Megami saying, I can feel Sukuna's presence. What the hell's going on in Shibuya? Because I've been hearing that a lot on the TikTokers recently.
Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, if you're into Bob Dylan and Timothée Chalamet, another patron saint of the podcast, I know you guys hate him.
Man, I can't wait till we just retrospective all these famous singers over the next like 10 years.
Oh, Bob Dylan? Bob Dylan's, I think, already.
We had Bob Dylan, we had Elton John, we had fucking Freddie Mercury.
We also had Tupac.
Bob Marley. Like, we've had all these stupid, like...
Are you talking about, like, movies made by them?
Like
biopics, yeah, sure. It's like, when am I getting my Bon Jovi? Not that I particularly care about Bon Jovi, but when am I getting my Kurt Cobain with the included gunshot scene?
No.
Featuring that 3D. Well, featuring that one girl that they think did it, but
no, she's the one that holds the rights to his whole entire like identity. So
that's
she'd need
why
to die.
The movie will never come out.
Exactly.
Because she's like, no, don't animate.
All right, what do you guys think about the Al Shaloud being Bob Dylan though? You guys don't care? I know you guys said that earlier.
You mean Shai Hulud?
The Shai Hulud.
Pretty sure that was the name of the
Sandworm.
Yo, Valorant.
Yo, let's fucking go.
Valorant mentioned. Viper.
Are you guys Valorant fans?
Viper's pretty hot.
I would try out the game if I had the means. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would not. I was gonna say that.
There's a lot of horn dogs on the Valorant from what I figured out.
Oh, I'm sure.
A lot of like e-girls.
Yeah, they're playing a Sage or something, I think. I hit it somewhere, you'll never find it.
Right in front of me.
Fuck, you found it.
Right in front of me, good call. I mean, the only thing I'll say is like, this movie was not made for us. This was made for like fucking boomers and like the generation before boomers.
So what, Gen Xers and boomers?
Gen X boomers and the one before boomers, like the silent generation.
I think the silent generation would have been a little too old for Bob Dylan. I think Bob Dylan was in that area.
But like the thing that is definitely unique about you done?
That was real loud.
Proceed.
The thing that's weird about our generations is we're so segmented because of the way we consumed media, whereas like back in the day it was like the silent generation boomers and like Gen X they were all watching and doing the same things for the most part.
I guess you're right.
Like there was a little separation with like, oh, that's the music my dad listens to. I listen to fucking rock and roll.
I listen to Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, it's fucking radical, brother. I feel no emotion for this movie.
But you were a big fan of the, what do you call it? The other one.
Who's the guy that sings Country Roads Take Me Home? Can I see that biopic instead?
Why? That's like the only song. Isn't that like his only good, like,
fucking
recognizable
one-hit
song?
wonder, fucking what a banger.
I don't think we need a whole movie for that guy.
I can't remember who did it.
Did I ever tell you that I saw a video on TikTok where it was guys traveling through West Virginia and they're like, we're going to listen to Country Roads Take Me Home the entire way until we get through the state? Yeah. It's still a banger.
I mean, it's a good song, yeah, but...
A whole state's worth of just...
through West Virginia.
Okay. I know you guys are like probably Bob Dylan fans, but what about Timothée Chalamet? What'd you guys think of his...
Mr. Chalamet?
Yeah, what'd you think of Mr. Chalamet and Dune?
Awful.
I mean, I'm fine with Willy Wonka. I'm okay with the guy.
You liked Wonka?
I didn't watch Wonka.
Oh.
Have you seen clips?
No. Like, I has not been brought up on my feed or anything. I'm kind of thankful.
Wonka's a very six movie. So,
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet. My name's... And then they cut in the Dune clip. Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis, Under the Blue Sea or something.
Well, actually, I might want to go see this. It's in the Searchlight Pictures. They're always pretty good, but it's Disney now, so I can't really trust them. So
you want to see Walk Hard, a Dewey Cox story?
Oh, is that the Johnny Cash parody?
Yeah.
Movie? Yeah.
I'd be more likely to watch that than the Bob Dylan biopic. But...
Well, I just want to let people know that come here for anime, that a Bob Dylan biopic with Timothée Chalamet's coming.
Yeah, target audience achieved.
Yep. All right.
Well,
you were clowning on me when I was like, Bob Marley movie, I might go see that. And you're like, why would you go see that?
Bob Marley? Oh, yeah.
Jose, I saw Skibidi in those...
Skibidi toilet.
What are we doing?
Yeah, let's get to the Skibidi toilet movie.
Okay.
And Zack Snyder.
No, so
Michael Bay.
Skibidi toilet film reportedly in the works by Michael Bay. What do you guys think?
Man, we're really just scraping for projects to make.
See, now that
they took away the Transformers from him, he can't do anything.
Now that the boomers have acquired Skibidi toilet, it's no longer cool.
You know, I will grant them this. In the Skibidi toilet universe,
the Skibidi toilet
which
universe,
I have consumed.
Tell us about Skibidi toilet universe.
You don't want that. This is going to take a while.
I like how this says image credit. The fuck boom YouTube.
So
There are a lot of explosions in the sick fights that happen, and there's giant mechs. So I mean, like, I guess that makes sense.
There was a day that I went with your two past coworkers on their route, and one of them asked me like, "Phenomenal. What are the kids saying nowadays?" And I said, "I don't know, Skibidi toilet or
Skibidi
something."
toilet, Ohio Phantom Tax.
And
yeah.
they
Dude,
both
we spent a decent while like literally looking up lists of like modern kid lingo.
You
I don't
three
even
did
have
this?
to.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I knew the most out of the three.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm glued to the internet. But like, just random bullshit. Apparently, people are saying what the Sigma now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
I
that
feel like
means because Sigma was already like its own thing, and now
Have you seen American Psycho?
Yo.
No, but I'd love
That
to.
we could watch.
I'm down to watch.
Wouldn't
that
be
at any point.
opposed.
Yo, Mactax.
I've seen that fucking-
Mactastic is crashing out right now, dude.
I've seen that
I'm using that wrong.
that fucking like business cards like thing, and I've seen it done in so many ways. Like there's a Yu-Gi-Oh version, there's a Magic version.
Dog.
Oh yeah. It's even got a watermark.
Pretty sure I saw a waifu version. Good texture on this.
I do want to give you guys this quote. He's building something that could be the next Transformers or could be a Marvel universe. What do you guys think? Skibidi
Okay.
Toilet universe?
This
Now-
is the most
okay.
clickbait thing. I'm
Okay.
mad that you put this in here.
Now, granted, I do not keep up with the Skibidi Toilet universe here, the cinematic project here, but no, it will not. Like the episodes of Skibidi Toilet are literally like shorts worth of length. You know what I mean? Like it's like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that, and they're all like stitched together to make a story.
Right.
You know, this top comment
it will
really
not.
really speaks to how I feel
That's why I
about
wanted
this.
you guys to see is like Solid Snake 2001
Hell yeah,
literally
brother.
said, checks calendar, not April 1st. There's playing me
We're all wondering how we got here. Same, brother.
This isn't real.
No,
If this comes out, like I have lost faith in the human race.
I will watch it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I'll
I
go
will
with you.
watch it because I am curious as
I
to what
will-
the fuck they're gonna do.
I will not. You two can go watch.
Oh, if you want to spare yourself from some brain rot, you are free to do so.
I get
but I
enough-
will watch it if it comes out.
I get enough brain rot. Speaking of which, the internet got a hold of the Zenless Zone Zero characters. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
there's some good ones in there.
Oh, yeah,
What?
there are.
The Zenless Zone Zero characters
Oh, okay.
from the newest hot mobile game, gotcha game, whatever.
The mechanic girl is from that game, right?
Yeah, the mechanic girl, the policeman girl with the like short little fucking jacket, the shark girl with
Yeah.
like the red highlights in her hair.
And then the poster child girl with the pink hair. I can't remember her name though, but yeah, they have some good
I didn't even
designs.
know that was the poster one. I thought it was the shark one.
Oh no,
Quick
I
question.
don't blame you because I'm sure she made the rounds. But
Quick question regarding the Skibidi Toilet movie. It's Michael Bay. Have you guys watched Bad Boys 1 and 2?
no,
One, yes. Two, no.
Have you guys watched the Transformers movies?
Unfortunately.
you bet your ass I have.
The Ninja Turtle
it was-
movie?
No.
No.
All right. So
he already ruined Transformers.
Although
don't
I
need
will
anything
say
else.
Bebop and Rocksteady are good names.
yeah, they are. Considering his discography right there, would you guys be like? I know you
No.
said no. Sure.
No.
Mac.
No,
which
I'm
one are you?
I'm
We're getting
phenomenal.
lost now.
Mactastic.
I'm Mactastic. Yeah.
Mactastic.
He's Mactastic.
Like
Mac
you'd give it a chance just because you want to see Skibidi Toilet live
Yes.
action? Okay.
Yes, I am genuinely interested in what the fuck they're gonna do with this because literally, like,
Dude.
saying they're gonna make it this huge ass thing is fucking nonsense.
The boomers are going to be so angry when that movie gets like debuted.
100%.
Yeah,
They're
don't
going to
blame
be
'em.
like, I don't understand the fucking kids.
Oh, I
nowadays."
can't wait till the song pops on and everybody fucking yells in the theater. That'll be sick, dog. I
This
can't wait.
this has the energy of the fucking Eren Yeager before anime movies going on.
Now-
it's like these people would be the worst to be in a movie theater with.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck, but that's kind of the experience
I can
for
smell.
me.
I can smell them from here.
If I don't have kids yelling and pogging out that they're seeing like the mechs show up, I will be disappointed.
I know, dude.
don't
all them
don't
kids are
make
gonna be.
me interested in the Skibidi Toilet universe. I can't.
Dude,
the
all the-
mechs are decently cool for what they are. I will give it that.
All right, so Zack Snyder is friends with Michael Bay. Now, Zack Snyder made the Rebel Moon universe movies, which I don't know if you guys have ever seen like reviews or anybody
I
talk
love-
about them.
I love Star Wars, great value brand.
All I know is that they're going to release an extended cut for that movie.
Yeah, the Snyder cut, the
So-
true cut.
So my thing is, you already got a like multi-million-dollar deal from Netflix. Netflix gave you the fucking money, and you put your own fucking money in, and you didn't release your true vision. Wasn't this what the whole Zack Snyder release the Snyderverse was
Hey,
about?
what if I told you it was money all along and it wasn't about the original vision? That's crazy.
I know that, dude. It makes
Money? Monies?
Here's the thing. They've been saying this since the beginning. Well, we're just releasing we're releasing what is appropriate for audiences, but later on we will release the true vision of the Rebel Moon
viciously sexier, bloodier world of Rebel Moon.
Hell yeah, brother.
I hate Snyder so much. Like, his 300 movie was fine. His Day of the Dawn Dead movie was fine. But after that, he was sniffing his own asshole so hard.
Did you guys watch Sucker Punch?
The only thing I'll say is
that movie sucked.
I can hold Zack Snyder in high regard for the fact that he tricked an entire fan base into begging a studio to make another cut of his movie.
And then we watched it. I watched it with you.
Yeah, and I wasn't that interested.
It's a solid 6.
It's not even that. It's like a 5.
To me, a comic book fan who's always wanted a good Justice League movie, better than that Joss Whedon bullshit. That movie was a solid 3. True garbage.
Maybe if we had a little bit of build up, but
all I'm saying is he could, dude. Zack Snyder.
What do we need for a Justice League movie? I don't know. Just put out like a Superman movie and then like a Superman Batman. We're good to go.
Here, like, what makes me mad about these fucking Rebel Moon movies is like you released them in theaters, but you released them in like, I don't know, 20 fucking theaters. You didn't release them in that many theaters, and they weren't even there for like any longer than a week. What the fuck did you need PG-13 versions for?
They were holding back his true vision so that way he can give it to you.
He makes me so mad. He's talking
but
about
only if you subscribe to Netflix, $13.99 a month or something.
They're containing his true power, you say.
Oh my god!
I don't know if
sexier, gorier.
They're each an hour longer, dude.
No, it's a viciously sexier.
Oh, viciously sexy. Oh yeah. Ooh.
These movies were already not good, and then they come out with this. I watched these; they were not good. I was bored, and I think I fell asleep.
I don't know if I've ever made this reference on the podcast or to either of you in person, but Zack Snyder is the guy that did Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, he's
of the directing universe.
Yes, he is.
Are you talking about David Cage?
David Cage.
David Cage.
He sucks.
Game over is a failure of game design.
Zack Snyder sucks. I hate how he's always like, people were riding his dick so hard. He finally comes out with his own shit, and then people are like, you just don't understand the true significance. This is what Star Wars would be if it hadn't gone woke. Hey, I watched this shit. It was bad. I don't give a fuck what you say.
It's got its own wokeness in there.
No, it does. Main lead is a girl. Psst,
oh yeah, weird.
Definitely woke. Anyways, can you tell these are Nazi allegory, motherfuckers? Yeah, this is just
telling me that obvious Nazi reference is a Nazi reference.
It's great value Nazis.
If you just
That's
watch,
it's just like the Russian military police or something.
I will grant him. I like the weird priest looking guys on the sides. I think they would
not worth it because
they're weird freaks. I love them.
Yeah,
they that's all they do is they stand behind them and do nothing.
Good enough.
All right,
that's all I need, baby.
One of these days we're gonna have a game where Jose picks a bunch of like casts of characters that neither of us have seen before, and we're both gonna look at them. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds, and I'm gonna say, all right, I can guess your favorite character.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a good time. Was that Terry Bogard?
Yes, but here we'll do one of the final like TV things because I want to get this out of the way. Halo TV show canceled.
Weird.
Did you guys hear all the like controversy and like all this regarding Halo?
No. Give me the 411.
Give me the rundown.
Give me the TLDR on that.
He takes off his helmet.
Oh yeah, John Spartan
takes off his helmet. He fucks some girl.
I mean that's
the story apparently is dog water.
That's lore accurate.
If you want John Spartan. If my love of Halo didn't fucking die, maybe I'd be excited and actually have watched this when it came out. But
okay,
kind of dog.
So the only thing I'll say is if you want more Halo, but you don't want to like get a system and play the games, because from what I hear, those like follow-ups to 3 aren't that great.
They're not good.
I will argue that 4 was fun to play, but like I played 5 and 5 was terrible, and then Infinite happened.
Anyway, read the book.
Oh, the Halo book.
I think they're actually halfway decent.
So this is I watched an Elvis the Alien video. Don't look at that.
What?
We're not talking about this yet.
I don't want to talk about it.
So apparently the people who did this show were like, oh yeah, we're all big fan of the games and the books and all the extended media, but we're not using any of it. We know better.
Wow, it's almost like Star Wars.
Once again, these are people who think like Zack Snyder. These are people who think like Michael Bay. These are executives that didn't know how to that think they know better than the fans.
It's just funny to me that like you do have all this fucking material to work with, and they're just like, no, that isn't good enough for an adaptation. We need to do something else.
Yeah,
I don't
take one of those
understand.
fucking books and just turn it into a fucking TV show.
Question, Schirm. What is one of your favorite Western medias right now? Long pause.
Western media.
You're really struggling there, huh?
World of Warcraft, I guess.
All right. So when David Bowie's son, I forget his name, did that Warcraft movie, how did you feel about that?
It was bad.
All right.
It was awful.
Even though he's a big fan, loves Warcraft and all that other stuff, you think he still did a bad job with that movie?
So here's the thing: is people, I think they do say things like that just to gain fan favoritism or whatever you want to call it.
You think he's not a real fan?
Hold on, let me readjust. Yeah, it's not that he might not be I don't want to get into the true fan versus fake fan, whatever. If you enjoy something, that's fine, but there's clearly levels to it, right? Or just say I'm a World of Warcraft fan, and then they'll fucking love anything I do. It's I don't know, that movie was fucking hot dog water.
And what do you you as a fan, what do you think would have made that movie any better? Can Warcraft be condensed into a movie?
Absolutely different story, multiple movies.
All right.
You could have had the Arthas storyline, which I feel is appropriate for getting a traditional audience into the theater, as well as the World of Warcraft fans. It's just humanoid characters, humans basically, just going and doing fucking adventuring and shit. And then there's a big fucking Lich Lord. You would love Kel'Thuzad. You've probably seen him before.
Okay.
Mal'Ganis, or it might not be Mal'Ganis. It's one of the Dreadlords. Just like humans doing human shit. Eventually Arthas comes back. Spoiler if you haven't fucking played a World of Warcraft game before, but Arthas kills his father, assumes the throne, starts summoning undead servants because he's the Lich King, so he just controls all the undead. There's a lot of good stuff you could do with that. Whereas the movie they picked, they were we're gonna do orcs versus humans. That's the original Warcraft, and it's okay, but now you have to have a bunch of fucking CGI'd orcs that aren't gonna look great, bad human models with the fucking big ass shoulder pads because it's World of Warcraft. Gotta do that.
The fans will love it.
The fans will love it. And then that movie was super rushed, and it felt like no one had a clear vision of what was going on. So
lovely.
Bad movie.
And this is what I'm talking about. Given that they decided to go with the human versus orc story rather than something that is probably going to do just a little bit better or something that would fit the screen, I'm sure they were thinking we'll get to the that story you just said. We'll get to it, but we have to tell this story first. No, you don't. If people like me or Salem, who are nowhere near this Warcraft community, we don't know anything, and all we heard is that this Warcraft movie is good, we're gonna go see it.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's the passion thing I talked about a few weeks ago. It's get somebody that has a passion for the project and is gonna realize a vision rather than just paint by committee.
Here's the thing: is I'm sure Zack Snyder loves his Rebel Moon stuff, but nobody was there to check his fucking script, so we get that fucking treasure of a garbage movie that all it is him recreating his favorite movie scenes. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you Michael Bay's not a Skibidi toilet fan. I'm sure.
You bet your ass you're not going to say that. He's one of the people.
I'm sure he is. I don't know. But why the fuck are they? Why,
If I don't get an interview with Michael Bay saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a big Skibidi toilet enjoyer."
Yeah, I was there since day one. I mean, I've been keeping up with the series, and
I've been updated on the deep lore of the Skibidi universe.
When one of the mechs returned and you thought he was going to lose, I felt tension there.
These last 3 stories have really infuriated me because I've always wanted to enjoy Halo. I mean, I bought Tristan's Xbox, so I do have that Master Chief collection. I should just play that. The thing is, I would have really enjoyed a really good adaptation of those 3 games, or wherever they decided to drop us in.
Yeah, I would too.
But instead we get fucking Mr. John Spartan here being upset, having emotions, and thinking that he has a small dick so he can't do Halo.
That cracks me up because his name is
John Spartan.
Yeah. See, this is why it's so infuriating, is because these committees think we know better. It's you're not getting people in who want to do this. You're not getting in writers who want to write this. You're not getting anybody in who is obviously a fan. It's that Dragon Ball Evolution thing. The only person who was actually a fan of Dragon Ball was the guy who played Piccolo.
Hell yeah, brother.
And he was he's been embarrassed, and he apologizes to the fans every time he's out.
Oh.
He goes, "I'm sorry for Dragon Ball Evolution. I hope to make it up to the fans one day."
It's look at the cast of One Piece. Most of them actually enjoy One Piece.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of
put their passion making the characters shine in those moments instead of just robotic fucking. Who was the guy that played fucking Spike in the Bebop?
Sean Show, I think his name is. Maybe not, but he
isn't he from Harold and Kumar?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you're not telling me that man. I mean, even if he is a big fan, like, I guarantee most of that other cast didn't fucking give a shit. They were like, paycheck for me.
And this is the thing that I was asked a really long time. It might have been our first or second episode. What is Netflix doing with these Netflix anime adaptations? No one's asking for them. No one's clamoring for them. I get that Oda was on the committee for the One Piece live action one, but he's also trying to bring anime to the West.
At least he was there.
Exactly.
He existed on the project and was like, yeah, looks good. From a distance, passes the fucking eye test.
Exactly.
Plus, I have to imagine that increased morale too with the people on set. Like, you're having the fucking creator tell you, yeah, I think this is good. I think you guys are doing a good job.
Like, I was talking about the press tour with, like, Hugh Jackman and Ryan, yeah. Like, how that was awesome. Like, when the live action One Piece was coming out, it was like fucking Inumaki, whatever his name is. He was just going around. He, like, met the voice of Luffy in Japanese. She, like, gave him a fucking straw hat. He met Oda. It's just, like, clearly he has some love for the project, not just fucking, I'm here to say these lines and get a paycheck.
Well,
oh, yeah, we're back to this.
Yeah, Jose insists inflicting pain on me.
Well, okay, so I looked at this design right here. Why does this look better than half of the trailers we've been watching?
Okay,
it still doesn't look great.
It's better than the ones we've seen before. I don't know if this is when he gains his vehicle mode or not.
What's his name now?
What?
Convoy.
So his Japanese name is Convoy.
Yeah.
The English one is Optimus Prime, and then the name he had before he became a Prime was
Orion Pax.
Why did we get a different voice actor?
Why did we get a different voice
Peter
actor?
Cullen they didn't ask Peter Cullen to come back.
The fuck?
Very funny.
That's the one thing.
Why would we want him?
One thing you had to get right.
So
this iconic voice for Optimus Prime.
Well, the whole reason I brought this up is because it previews Steve Buscemi as Starscream.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be interesting.
That's just what I want. The fucking crazy eye from fucking Mr. Deeds playing Starscream.
See, it looks better there.
It actually does, yeah.
No.
But I'm sure that's like the end.
Nope.
Oh, and then it just looks bad again.
It's like,
I hate it.
It's like, oh, this is where before we were Transformers. Weren't they all Transformers? Can't they all just transform? I don't know where this comes from.
Yeah, did you
Sorry, I'm
did you expect to see Optimus Prime flipping the bird to random cop robot?
Oh, dude, this isn't
my favorite.
This isn't your grandpa's Optimus Prime.
I got something that can transform.
This is an Optimus Prime for the modern.
You want to see it?
That's sad.
Yo, I'm still waiting for Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I want to see how they're gonna have Starscream actually sound.
Like, if we're not gonna have the voice of Optimus back, where's Chris Pratt to play this iconic character? It's me, Mario.
Oh, well, we got a Chris. It's at least Chris Hemsworth.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime. Here's that clip we watched a while back.
Okay, so they gained these modes after they visited. They're okay. They look better like this than they did when they were on Cybertron.
No, they still look like dog shit.
No, I'm saying they look better than they did. I'm not saying these look good. They just look better than they did.
Transformers Prime actually looked a little better than this. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I love Transformers Prime. I adore that show so much. And they had fucking Steve Bloom voicing Starscream, and it sounds so fucking good, man.
Sorry.
You're good. Did we get Steve Buscemi yet? I don't see Starscream, dude.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him either.
Built like brothers. See, Gen 1 Megatron, that looked sick, but we're gonna take forever to get there.
We need all this build up.
Yo, was that a sick...
Okay, where the fuck is Steve Buscemi? Where's Starscream at?
That's what I'm saying.
There he is. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
See, I think they should stop at I always think they should stop at the first trailer. God damn it. Do we get no...
I think he said enough.
That's it?
I mean,
yo, Keegan-Michael Key, let's go.
I'll give Steve Buscemi this. That enough sounded fine.
Mr. Fishburne, Miss Johannesson, let's go.
John Hamm.
I do have
what's John Hamm from?
Sorry, the Mad Men, the one about like in the 50s where they were the advertising company.
He's the guy that's like trying to
sell the cigarettes.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, smoking is actually good. They're toasted. I stopped after that first episode.
Here's how we market our cigarettes. They're toasted tobacco.
Everyone else's on the market are bad, but ours toasted.
By the way, if you ever see anything about that One Piece remake, just assume it's bullshit. Because there's like somebody that posted like, here's how many episodes for each arc, and it's like 20 episodes for like Wano, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
What's up with that Dark Souls Redemption ad? What's up?
This is a book.
I'm curious.
It says volume 1. I think this is a light novel. Dark Souls Redemption, become immersed in a dark, new, original story from the hit From Software title.
Well, I mean that could be good.
We
Okay,
like
I might
that.
want to read that.
Because
Alright.
people are already so deep in the lore just off the fucking descriptions on the
Of
items.
the items in the fucking ring.
So
It's
that's
like
what you have to do.
it's like toilet lid. It was once used.
Yeah, it was once this porcelain throne was once sat upon by the king of the east and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's so dumb. I do love that shit though. So seeing as how like let's just say like this will be our final trailer. I want to
Pain.
make this the last time I bring this up.
God, it looks awful.
Does this do anything anymore since our first time?
No.
All right.
Like I'll look up for clips later of Steve Buscemi playing Starscream, because Starscream's my favorite character. But like I'm not gonna watch this fucking movie.
Hold on.
I've had enough.
Not
If-
Megatron, huh?
No.
If I pay so we can go watch it and review it for this show, will you guys at least do that for me?
If you what?
If I pay for everyone's tickets so we can go watch this, will you guys at least so we can review it on here?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Jose. If you pay for it, sure.
Okay.
I'll be in pain, but I'll do
I
it.
hope you understand I will be the most unreasonable motherfucker when it comes to this movie.
Okay. But I at least
We're-
want to
We're talking like Dragon Ball superheroes levels of unreasonable.
What do you mean? Like you just
I
gonna?
mean, if it's bad, I'm gonna fucking call out every little thing.
No, that's fine. As long as you don't do it in the theater when we're watching
No,
it and you do it on
I'm
here.
Sure, I'll
Absolutely
probably
do
be
it on-
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right,
So,
fine.
Just
you
look
know.
how fucking bad
I'll-
Optimus looks.
So you're
I'll-
gonna pay for 2 bags of salt.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll do it if that's.
But
the
if
case.
there's anything you got, but we have to say it like I want to put it on the record right now. If there's anything you guys liked, I want to hear it.
Yeah, sure. I'll be honest with you as much as I can. I love Transformers, but I don't think there's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, you like
so.
that Transformer?
It's not my Transformers.
It's not mine.
my Transformers.
Witness the
It's not
origin.
my Transformer. Yeah, Origin, sure.
Yeah, whatever, dog.
All right,
Yeah,
let's move on.
look at them Star Wars prequels and see how they worked out.
I put this in because I thought it was a Silent Hill game. I thought it was Silent Hill, the short
Oh.
message.
Sounds like a new
this.
pachinko
Yeah,
machine to me.
Oh man, I'm
It's-
so excited to play the Silent Hill 2.
So it turns
Pachinko
out
machine?
that this is not a Silent Hill game. It's just the developers Hexadrive, and they're announcing a new horror game that they made themselves because apparently Konami's fucking dragging their ass when it comes to Silent Hill.
Oh,
So
Konami sits upon its throne
of
of gold.
pachinko machines.
Yeah, throne of pachinko machines in gold.
I mean, brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they want to take their time making, was it Silent Hill F?
Silent Hill F.
If they want to take their time, please do. I just want it to be good.
It
So-
won't
That's
be.
all I want.
The thing is
It
like
won't
after
be.
I've seen Silent
I'll
Hill,
hope.
Silent Hill 2 remake, and then the Silent Hill, they put out a Silent Hill teaser demo a while back. I didn't even know it fucking happened, but apparently it was the short message,
Oh.
because I had to look up like what the short message was, and
Yeah.
apparently it was a demo that dropped.
Yeah, it was like a free, like really short experience that you could play.
Is it better than PT?
No,
Well,
apparently not.
No.
just give me fucking the Silent Hills game that Kojima and that other guy wanted to make.
Once everybody higher up on Konami's dead, then Kojima will come back and be like, all right, I got you. Anyways, they are putting out their own horror game now. It's a minute long.
Okay.
It looks really creepy.
All right, I'll look at this from a neutral lens then.
It's a good thing those subtitles are on.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
not that they do anything.
I recognize some of those katakana.
Are you guys horror
Is that
fans?
an ugly bastard?
Oh, yeah, I think horror games are cool as shit.
I love playing horror games. I don't like horror movies because they're always bad.
I'm gonna say right now, this does not look good.
Like, the problem with horror games is that a lot of the time they are just, like, either bad to play or they're just not good with, like, their story, like, the immersion.
You
that
can't
they're
always
trying to
have
do.
a Silent Hill. You can't always have a Resident Evil.
Nope. And that's, one of the reasons why, like, later Silent Hill games started to suck dick is because a lot of them were just trying to retread on, like,
Oh,
Silent
look.
Hill 2 or...
It's the flower.
Yeah,
Oh.
except this isn't Silent Hill F, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
that flower's in a lot more stuff than Silent Hill.
So, I mean,
like in the Tokyo Ghoul.
here's the thing. I give these guys props and
Like
credit.
in fucking
Like, we're talking about
Promise?
Spider Lilies, right?
Yeah, it's Promised Neverland, brother.
Yeah, and then Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, but Tokyo Ghoul's bad.
Correct.
Oh,
But it
he
is in
wants-
there.
He wants to
It is in
scrub
there.
it from the canon. I mean, I'll give these guys props. It's like, hey, you're doing your own thing. You're not being tied down to Konami, but you don't have the Konami money, so your game is.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest, like just like that small little smidge of gameplay we got, it looks like it's probably gonna be rife with like glitches and bugs
Yeah.
and shit, and it just looks like it's gonna play bad.
It looks super
So,
indie and not even like this is a team
Do-
indie.
Yeah.
Do you look like how slow the girl was walking while the monster was right behind her? Just like waddling.
Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys are ever dive down the YouTube hole where like there will just be guys playing like, you know, all the models are like Roblox characters, but it's still a horror game, and it's just somehow compelling.
We actually have a history of that with when Matt and Pat used to do the shitstorm of scariness.
Oh yeah, dude, the shitstorms I love. That's how we talked about that the other day. Like, well, I guess a week ago. That's how I found them, was their shitstorms, because I think they were like playing fucking System Shock and all these other like weird niche games, and I was like, holy shit.
What was the like one of the good horror games? It was like you were just a dude walking around like a abandoned mental facility with like a camera. You had to like find batteries and shit.
Oh, you're talking about Outlast. I didn't like Outlast, but I think that's the one anyway.
Okay, so there was another one that I'm thinking of. It was you were like in a mansion, and you were like just going. It's like something Machine for Pigs.
Oh, the Amnesia Machine for Pigs. Yeah,
Amnesia. Like I watched someone play through that because I'm a fucking baby child and I could never play a horror game.
I watched PewDiePie play through that.
Amnesia seems like solid. Like I was feeling the tension even watching somebody else play it, and I was like, man, this is like, I'm not into it, but if I was gonna play a horror game, it'd probably be this one.
Yeah, no, I've seen gameplay of like the different Amnesia games, and they do look pretty good, and it seems like the writing's good too.
Yeah,
but this new game that these folks are trying to make, I can't see it. I can feel the bugs from here.
I can feel the one dude working on it.
Well,
I can sense him.
Yeah, he's there. Oh,
all right.
That's
so
a baseball.
Let's move on. JoJo reference. Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
He's come up on the podcast.
He's
come up on the podcast.
Daggers.
So apparently, I didn't know this. Apparently, the baseball players walk out to like music, like a fucking WWE wrestling match.
They have like theme songs.
That is correct.
But apparently, it was girls' night the other day, and Shohei Ohtani's wife picked the what was it? They picked the JoJo one.
Hell yeah, just the Golden Wind theme.
Yeah, it's the Golden Wind theme.
One of my favorite closers. A closer is a pitcher that comes in to close out a game. From the New York Yankees, Mariano Rivera. He used to walk out to Enter Sandman.
From Metallica?
Yeah, that's right.
So I just think it's, I was just going to bring this up because it's a JoJo reference. I just think it's funny that Women's Night, hey, the women get to pick the music, and it's just like.
Should have played Spicy Ladies theme.
I do have a.
Oh, sorry, Spice Girls.
There is a, other stuff. Is there a baseball player named Will Smith?
Probably.
I was looking at the, other stuff. Somebody picked Run the World by Beyonce, another one, Beyonce Diva. I can't read Spanish, sorry.
Yo, Freddie Freeman on that real shit.
Hips Don't Lie, yeah. And then I think, what was the other one? Let's see.
I genuinely think it's cool that these guys have like their own themes. I think that's sick.
Girls by Motley Crue. His wife, Kayla Basie.
Look,
I Will Always Love You.
I'm going to say like 50% of my enjoyment of the WWE is when someone's theme music hits at the most random time, or it's just like a really good theme when they're walking to the ring.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Metalingus for Edge's theme is just a 10 on 10.
Metalingus is phenomenal. I love that. Fucking Randy Orton's theme, you know, like there's a lot of good ones.
Hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
It's really
good. You guys are gonna like strike this video, guys.
Impossible.
Singing was so good. All right, so are we finally at the anime section?
I don't know. You're the one running this podcast.
All right,
welcome, anime listeners. We are now reaching the anime section.
Do you like Terry Bogard?
I love Terry Bogard.
I liked it when he was a girl in that other game.
So I learned about Terry from Matt Muscles.
Oh yeah, Matt McMuscles.
Matt McMuscles.
Guess where we found out about Terry?
Yeah, that one show. Anyways, he was Matt was saying that Terry Bogard was originally supposed to be in Street Fighter, but apparently
is it like Final Fight?
Fatal Fury. Yeah, Fatal Fury.
Yeah, I think Fatal Fury sounds about right.
Yo, Mai Shiranui.
Yep, Fatal Fury.
Did I ever tell you the story about when Terry Bogard got put in Smash? And Sakurai was like debuting the character, and he's like, and we have this character from Final Fatal Fury as like a trophy, and this character, and then they're like, but not Mai Shiranui. That's for naughty boys and girls.
For naughty boys and girls. Okay. Okay.
I love fucking Sakurai, even though he's he's a crazy person.
So
it's for naughty girls.
So sorry. Actually, I know you guys aren't into like fighting games, but
that's not true.
I like their stories
because
they're fucking insane. Yeah.
I
Well-
like their character designs, usually pretty good.
Well, SNK versus Capcom is being re-released after like a bunch of years, being locked to a PS2 because, you know, SNK technically filed for bankruptcy and then all of their IPs kind of went wherever. Anyways, they've kind of gotten their stuff back together and they're finally re-releasing SNK versus Capcom. Capcom, I think, re-released Capcom versus SNK, and that's why their Volume 2 is going to include like all that Marvel stuff, which is like Marvel versus Capcom. And then because of this, like they were already
Virgil going to be in the game?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't think so. He's only like appeared in 3 and I think that Infinity game or whatever it
They
was.
should put Virgil in
The
there.
bad ones. Yeah, and then Terry Bogard is finally appearing as a guest character. Now I think this is their first guest character. I don't know if that's correct. But
For Street Fighter?
yes. Now I don't think that's
I don't
right, but at least for Street Fighter 6, Terry Bogard is like
No, because Heihachi. No.
Akuma appeared in Tekken.
Yeah, Akuma was in
Yeah,
Tekken.
that's right.
That might be what you're thinking. But as far as we know, this is like one of their first actually I think Mei
Shiranui.
yeah, I think
for
she's
naughty boys
actually
and girls.
going to be in Street Fighter 6. But that's not the
Honestly, one of the tamer characters they have in Street Fighter.
Could you pull up a picture of me?
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
All right. Well, the problem is that
Mei Shiranui?
he's miles away from the keyboard.
Well, fuck. Okay,
Wait,
never
go back.
mind. It's
Go
okay.
back to the news story. I can fix this. Okay, never mind. It's my AI base S. There it is. Yo, can I get a profile picture? Hell yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Know nothing about her.
Honestly, one of the tamer designs that will be in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I would say Chun-Li is already kind of I like Chun-Li.
Nah, Cammy though.
Yeah, Cammy's
Oh,
super.
dude, the amount of people that went feral when they saw Cammy's new design.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about getting that because it was real cheap.
King of Fighters. Yeah, I think she's featured in King of Fighters every now and then. Anyways, Terry Bogard is not the only special character appearing in a fighting game. Apparently, Guilty Gear wants to include.
Oh yeah, I saw this. This is so dumb.
Wait, okay. I know nothing about this, so hit me with it.
Lucy from Edgerunners is going to be in.
No,
Strive.
you're lying to me, right?
Yeah.
Jose just has a random picture of Lucy, right?
No, when the
It doesn't make sense to me either because she
Okay.
doesn't like fit that over the top style that Strive has.
So they
Is it-
kind of asked him like, why don't you put like David? And he was like, well, we want to go for Lucy.
We like Lucy more.
I don't think any of the characters would fit
except
except maybe Adam Smasher.
Oh, if Adam Smash was
Yeah.
in there, man. Oh, I wish.
Is this got gameplay or is it just like, hey, she's coming to the game?
It's like season 4. Sorry,
Like I could see
another car
them.
commercial.
I could see them taking her and adapting her into like the Guilty Gear Strive style, but I just think it's a really weird choice.
She doesn't like her design is good. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it doesn't have that over the top layer that Strive has or Guilty Gear has overall.
So this was like the official season 4 pass announcement, and
I need to see it in motion in the game, or else I won't know.
now I don't know if they'll do that thing where like when they were doing the Dragon Ball Fighters one, where it would be like they would like introduce you, they would like show you gameplay of like the first 2 characters and the last 3 they like wouldn't have anything ready, so it would just be like stills and photos. They're bringing back some fan favorites. I don't know who those would be because I don't play this game.
Probably the femboy and I don't know, biking maybe.
I don't know if the one with the what is it, the anchor, I don't know if that one's
Oh
already-
yeah, Anchor Girl.
May,
the
I
Phantom
think.
Venom.
Okay.
Brand new character apparently being introduced in the DLC. I need to play this game.
Yeah, you're gonna learn how to do your Roman torch cancels.
Yeah, what a weird pick.
And then it's just an announcement saying that it's gonna be Lucy.
I mean, fuck, I'd prefer them to just make another original character, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like they didn't do any gameplay.
That
Yeah.
fucking big
I don't know.
samurai with a huge afro.
no, Venom coming back is cool though, but
Dizzy, Venom,
yeah.
Unica, and Lucy.
Yeah,
So-
Unica, I'm curious. I'll try to look up some stuff later because I just want to know like how they are.
want to see it in the game.
I would say the fighting community is eating well. Tekken 8 is apparently doing very well in the competitive scene. Street Fighter is also doing very well. Wish they would do a new Marvel vs. Capcom, a good one and not one asked for by Disney.
Oh, I watched it.
Well, what was it? Was it Marvel vs. Capcom?
Infinite or whatever it was.
Infinite.
They
Yeah,
remove a character so you can do a Infinity Stone something.
yeah.
man. Okay,
You
Ultron's
guys like the Endgame movie, right? You like when he had all the Infinity Stones? That was super cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys love Marvel, right?
I like Ultron Sigma's design, but like other than that, the game looked like shit if you ask me. And then you find out more about the fighting system.
Yeah, it didn't hit because I liked Marvel vs. Capcom 2 a lot. I liked Marvel vs. Capcom 3, not as much, but sure, whatever. And then I saw that announcement. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna play that. And then Dragon Ball Fighters was announced, and I was like, that's where it's at.
Oh yeah, people ate that shit up. I don't blame them.
The day it released, I told Mihara, I was like, let's go to Walmart. I want to get that game. Like literally, we had gotten off work like at 12. We used to work at a fast food place, and I was like, let's go get that. So
do you know anything about Grand Blue?
Grand Blue?
Yeah.
I heard that one's a pretty niche fighting game as well. Like
there's
I know about Blaze Blue, but
there's
I think they're in the same universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you should look at some of the character designs. I was watching the finals for Evo. I just had it on watching it, and there are some designs that I'm like, yep, Salem would fucking love that shit.
So
there's a character that's not for you, it's for me. It's just a big titty girl showing lots of skin with a big mage hat on. There's also a weird like fox girl that's like terrified of fighting, but she has a fucking persona.
Is it Grand Blue Fantasy?
Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy and stuff like that. I think there's also an RPG for the like they made a fighting game and then they just said, hey, let's make an RPG, but it wasn't like as rich or in depth as like Persona or anything like that, so it's not as good.
Can you show me what you're pulling up there?
I'm just pulling up the character list for Grand Blue Fantasy.
Yeah, I want to see. There's a dude that just looks straight up like Aizen, but he's still got the glasses on, like hair slicked back.
We'll say they did a good job with the art style. I like it. I'm just looking up images of the characters. The art's really good. I like the style of it. You know, I don't dislike him.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
There's also just like a straight up like looks like he's wearing the knight armor from like Saber and Fate Zero.
Can you talk louder?
No.
All right.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
All right.
Some of these character designs are pretty good in Grand Blue Fantasy. So
yeah.
I will look into that later.
Yeah, gotta leave that tab open.
All right, so we've gotten to the anime. To everybody who endured that, or they just hit the skip button. New announcement. They're doing a remake. So these remakes are becoming more frequent.
Go on.
So this is called Hell Teacher. I'm not gonna say the rest of that. So apparently back in the 90s, there were a couple OVAs. I kind of looked up some clips. It looked real sick.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of like a horror thing.
Really? I had no idea from this trailer.
Really?
So I mean the OVAs from the 90s looked really good in my opinion.
The pinnacle of horror comics is what was written there.
Oh, yep. So I mean it's no Junji Ito, but apparently it was very well regarded back in its time. So some people are very excited for this. I know we don't watch horror stuff, but does this do anything for you?
Okay, so here's the problem, right?
This showed nothing.
This
so
showed fucking nothing. We saw a hand that looked very painful because it had blades coming through the fingers. But other than that, it's just like, okay, here's some random shots of shit. Like this doesn't tell us anything.
Are those blades or are those just claws?
Looks like blades, like poking out of his fingers.
So this is what the 90s OVA kind of looks like.
My hand.
Here's a.
Nope. I don't like
you
that.
were super into it. What happened?
That fucking design's what happened.
They kind of remind me of like old SMT designs though.
You know, I can see it a little bit.
You're gonna read this,
I can see it a little bit. I don't know.
I don't think he will.
Idea.
It sounds like he really hates it. Anyways, live action adaptation.
I don't like that fucking transfer state. Yeah, kind of giving me some Parasite the Maximum vibes with that hand shot there.
So I mean, it's supposed to be the pinnacle of horror, right? So we'll see what happens. If I hear anything good, I'll let you guys know.
I mean, just from like those few manga panels we saw, this doesn't look like some pinnacle of horror thing. This looks like some demons beating the shit out of each other.
Devilman, Crybaby kind of thing. Yeah.
Little SMT mixed in there.
Well, I'll let you guys know if this is anything, and if I don't hear of anything, if I don't hear that this is good, or if this doesn't even make a splash, then we'll all know. Then it'll be a good thing we all forgot about it. Sticking with horror, then Uzumaki finally has a release date after 5 years, three delays.
Play the trailer. I'm trying to see some.
Yep,
I still like the. Oh yep, there's the berserk feeling I got last time.
Won't let me full screen.
That's fine. Ooh, cutting off the fingertip was a little
I was
much.
hoping they were gonna show that shot.
What, that one?
Yeah, just having the whole guy's body wrapped around in a spiral in that container.
Coming to Toonami.
Yeah, I fuck with it. I think this
12.
should be at least pretty decent.
12:30 is a little early for Uzumaki.
12 in the morning.
Perfect.
No, but like I said last week, like Toonami picks and chooses when this shit gets aired. So it's like if
They could be like, yeah, 2 a.m. Better hope
yeah,
you're in.
It's like, oh, Food Wars looking like a 3 o'clock spot, bud.
Perfect.
So what do you guys think about that? You guys in?
I fuck with it, yeah. I think it'll at least be decent. It's definitely better than what we did get with that collection.
Oh,
Yeah, was that Chain Soldier Season 2?
All right, so updates on season 2 of Chain Soldier. We gave our review on our very first episode.
studio change
Moving
announcement.
studio, new character designer. You guys think do you think this will do
Who's
anything?
who's doing the animation?
1 second here.
Why don't you click on that news story?
This is a new story.
Why don't you click on the studio change announcement so I know which studio it is?
So it looks like Chain Soldier is being Studio Passion will be taken over. It looks like let's search for them. Oh. I got the JoJo.
That's not the one we're looking for.
And that's really where my brain went to. I'm like, oh yeah, JoJo.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like
High School DxD.
Yo, is that Citrus?
You ready for the bad art stuff?
I'm so ready.
I mean, it's got to be better
What
than
do we
that.
got? All right.
season 4 of High School DxD. So
Yep, that was
that's when it
one
changed,
of the
yeah.
bad ones.
Miraku-chan.
They did the Higurashi. Okay, so that puts a good thing for me because I like the animation.
They also did
Yuri is My
Harem in a
Job.
Labyrinth.
Yuri is My Job is it's animated.
Yuri is My Job.
It's animated well, but it's not good. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
that's
not like they didn't actually.
Okay, so I actually watched an anime. I did actually watch the first couple episodes of the Spice and Wolf remake. I think it's pretty good.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. So
Gotta be better than that last one.
You think so?
Efficient warehouse automation.
So, I mean, this is where we're at. New studio. I don't know if it'll be any good. I mean, new character designer. Don't know if it'll be any better.
How do you have a new, like, what?
It's just basically like, hey, take
like,
these.
Hey, I drew this better.
Like
It's
than
like,
this
hey,
last guy.
I drew this better.
hey, adapt this design to what we want to do. It's like, okay.
I mean, like, at least from what I remember when we were actually watching the show, like, the designs were fine.
Seemed pretty accurate from the, like, 1.5 chapters I read.
I mean, Tamura is the new director taking over the old guy, Kujigoro. He directed The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World and The Wise Man's Grandchild. And the new character designer, Nanako Kia, did For Rhythm Across the Blue and Keijo.
Oh,
Keijo's actually got some fire character designs in it.
So, character designs, do you think it'll be any good?
Sure.
I mean,
The designs were fine anyway, if you ask me, so...
I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it gets worse.
Just felt like such a like low effort adaptation.
Oh, I see.
Yep, Aokana, character designer. So,
okay.
Go to Keijo. It's got the better character designs. Come on.
go with Keijo?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, are you guys excited at all for season 2?
No.
Not really.
I have the manga. I'm good.
Look at these character designs. Hell yeah, brother.
Keijo. I love how Keijo is just a parody of like shonen anime.
Yeah, but it's good though.
Yeah.
Like not even like, hey, this is horny and it's bad. It's like kind of actually enjoyable.
I love how she's just like, I'm gonna let you go and you're gonna fall, but it's like your pant. Like
she's trapped in those ironclad cheeks. She ain't getting free.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
So stupid.
You remember when Attack on Titan?
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't think I ever finished that.
Gate
show.
of
the Gate of Booty Lawn.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it's so stupid.
I mean, when it comes to Chain Soldier, unless they like speed up the pacing and we start kind of chewing through what goes on in the manga, I just don't think it'll do anything for us. I mean, at least for me, like Jose, are you gonna still check it out?
I'm going to have to.
Okay, let me know if the pacing gets better because it just felt slow as sin.
Yeah, I don't know if like us watching things together does any good for these things too. So we'll see. We'll keep watching stuff.
It was fine. It just felt like so uninspired and like zero passion behind that project. Just like fucking as quick as possible, make an adaptation, get it out the door.
It's like this. At least like Mato, it wasn't like. It's not a dungeon. They're not, grinding for XP. No one's leveling up. So, like, I like that aspect that they're just living in this, like, void world.
But what about my 4,000 pop-up menus? What am I going to do without those?
I mean...
Gotta run for 4 hours from these sandworms.
Yeah, In his like neutered state too. He wasn't even he didn't have his glow up yet.
Yep. It's like,
we're talking about soul leveling.
I think you could stick anyone on a 4-hour run going at top speed and they wouldn't fucking make it.
So I mean,
No, guys just built different. I don't know.
I guess.
I'll let you
Fucking
guys.
guess.
I'll let you guys know if Chain Soldier does get any better. But right now, it doesn't look good. I think the only reason why it got a studio change is because the other one was more expensive. It's the
Yeah.
only reason why they ever do a studio change is because the other one is more expensive.
I mean, plenty of cool shit happens. Like, I love Chain Soldier, but, like, again, like, just let me know how the anime does in season 2.
Because season 2 is supposed to include the fight between Yankee Girl and that eighth god. So do you know who I'm talking about?
You said the 8th god?
Well,
The
they're like the very first one that get like they're the very first god that gets taken down. The Yankee Girl
you're
fight.
talking about Kusetsu, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Where my favorite panel is like, I am the like third or fourth captain of this guard, and she goes, I am Kusetsu, a god, and they fight.
Okay, it's coming back to me now. Yeah, I do want to see that animated, actually.
See, and that's gonna be in the second season. So right now I'm just kind of like wondering where are we gonna go.
Well, even with that knowledge, just let me know
All right.
if it is.
So you guys have not been watching anime, but I actually brought this up a while
It's not
back.
true at all.
I have watched everything available from the show. I have.
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yes, this one.
You've been watching Wistoria?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like Harry Potter, but with no magic.
Huh?
Oh, no, everyone else has magic.
Huh? It's kind of like
Oh.
Harry Potter, except for the part that makes Harry Potter Harry Potter.
Exactly. Now,
I love
What?
reading and homework.
okay, it's
Okay.
actually better than it sounds.
My
It
fucking-
actually is decent.
My
Like, I
fucking
will give
brain
it that.
is on fire. What do you mean?
Okay, ignore
So-
the Harry Potter stuff. Just ignore that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there is a school. It is a magic school. There is
Uh-huh.
a like class system,
Uh-huh.
and
But there's no magic.
Okay.
No, there is
That's why
magic.
I was saying to ignore that part. There is magic.
It's
so,
just
so
he-
it's one of those stories where like
The main character doesn't have magic?
yes,
Yeah.
main character
Okay.
doesn't have magic, but everyone else attending like this is a school for like magic users.
You should have just said Mashal, man.
it's not that though either.
Oh.
It's like they're trying to. It's like Mashal and Black Clover kind of mashed together, except he's not OP and he does have to work hard like Asta.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, I mean, what? Because Asta has like an anti-magic sword.
Yeah,
right.
but
So-
the sword's still heavy, and he doesn't get to Silver Surf it till later.
What?
okay.
What does the sword's heaviness have to do with anything?
No, Asta's sword was heavy, so he really struggled in the
Swords
beginning.
generally are heavy. I don't see what that has to do with it. Because he had to make himself stronger?
No, I'm just saying the sword was heavy. and
Okay.
it
So
was
anyway,
heavy.
the sword
Anyway.
had weight. That is correct.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Swords
Yeah,
often have
move-
that.
Okay. So you can go on, Jose, like you were saying.
Yeah.
So basically, Wistoria, One and Sword anime is gonna be episode 4 is gonna be delayed.
That actually irritates me a little
exactly, because
Welcome to the Olympics.
you said
happening.
you said you've been watching this.
Yeah.
What are your first impressions?
So here's the thing, right? Like with the premise that like I read before I started watching it, I'm like, okay, so main guy's gonna be super fucking good at what he's doing, even though he's not a magic user, blah blah blah. It's gonna be boring as fuck. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I actually am enjoying it. Like the character designs I enjoy. I like Will, our main boy.
Yep.
Very pretty design, I gotta say. Very pretty design, even though
Like-
he's supposed to be like this bookworm nerd guy. Like his hair and his eyes and stuff. But yeah, no, like I watched it and like the very first episode.
Oh, I bet
near
you
the
like that
beginning.
teacher that kind of like bullies him, didn't you?
Dude, what a fucking dick. Like,
Yeah.
literally, it is well known that Will, our main boy, like, can't use magic. And he's been at the school for 6 fucking years. And the fucking teacher is like, Will, come to the front and demonstrate this simple, basic spell for the class. It shouldn't be that hard, right? He attempts it, he fails. Everybody fucking laughs their asses off at him.
And then the guy with the red hair does the spell himself, and he's like, "Sorry, I couldn't really fathom some cockroachy magicless motherfucker not being able to do this spell." And he's like, "Next time, refrain yourself from doing magic without
Mr.
being told."
Weasley.
Dude, he's
Like-
literally like Severus Snape, but like just an asshole and 10 times worse.
Severus Snape
is
is
an
an asshole.
No, but he there's a reason he did it. It's for Lily.
Oh, no.
No, he was kind of an asshole to everyone.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
was.
your fucking dad dad bullied me. Yeah. What, he like fucking hung him upside down with magic or something?
No, Harry's dad hung him upside down and straightened his hair. That's why Severus Snape has been had a vendetta against him the whole time.
Okay, so in any case, but
This anime.
yeah. So like the fucking girl Colette, the orange-haired one for your reference.
Yep.
Man, I fucking love her, dude. I fucking love her because like after the class, when the bully, the red hair, like embarrasses Will even more, he starts talking shit, and Colette fucking storms around the corner in the hallway, comes up and is like, "Don't fucking talk to my friend that way, you piece of shit," or whatever.
Yeah, she's like, "What the fuck's your problem, dude?"
Like getting in his face and shit.
And he's just like,
Let's get out of here, guys.
Man,
But-
you guys do a terrible job of trying to sell me on this fucking shit.
Okay.
Look, I have
alright.
my review, but I did like I'm not gonna do it here.
Okay. I'll give you the plot points because literally we're just like kind of going through
Is there
the episode.
anything
right
to
here.
get me in here?
Um,
I'm struggling, man, because everything you
okay.
just told me seems like
the
so-
animation is absolutely stunning.
I think the animation's good.
You'd
Yeah.
have, you'd have to show me a clip.
The choreography is actually a lot of fun. The way he the story is like it could be better, but it is compelling.
The story is
In my
Yeah,
opinion,
play the trailer. That's good enough. Let's see what we're
let's see
working with.
what we're with here. There's our baby boy Will.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is from fucking Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon.
Yeah, but I thought this would be in the same universe. It is not. It is a completely different thing.
Oh, is it like sometimes CGI?
No, actually, if there is CGI,
it
I haven't
looks-
noticed.
Yeah, if there is CGI, at least when I was watching it, I didn't really notice anything too like outlandish. With
Exactly. So if there is CGI, I have
Play
not
the,
noticed.
play that
Yeah,
clip
for the
in
most part, I think the
in
animation is
middle
pretty
to
good.
the right. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
This is when he fights Severus Snape.
Yeah. Dude, the teacher's such a fucking dick, man.
Character mentions not having a wand, doesn't use a wand to cast a spell. That's oh no, he's got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a wand.
Yeah, and I like how he doesn't like. "Oh, I'm gonna surpass this. I will be the best magic man there has ever been.
I am glad that Will is not an arrogant dickhead. I am happy about that.
I do like that he goes, I'm scared and this is like terrifying, but I'm still going to go through with my beliefs.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got a promise to keep, dude.
Yeah.
So I might be able to ruin this for you. This just reminds me of like when Deku was fighting, where he's like, I don't know if I can do this. Let me think about this. Let me like plan steps ahead.
Luckily he's not Deku, so
Oh yeah.
So this clip won't show it, but the fucking teacher in this fight like does a fucking air combo of magic to Will, and that fucking made me laugh so hard when I saw
We
that.
do
He's
like air
bullying.
combos in this household.
He's just bullying this man, but
Is that where he gets comboed?
no, it won't show it in this clip.
no, the teacher did it.
Yeah.
The teacher did the air
Shouldn't
combo.
have jumped like that.
Because the teacher was like, you get one hit. You do one hit, I will give you like 5 credits.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets the slicing. He's like, but if you cannot even hit me once and you give up, you
You're
get
gonna
expelled.
get fucking expelled. And he's been there for 6 goddamn years.
Yeah, and because he can't do, there's like,
Okay, so I'll just run through the basic stuff.
It's
So
it's
What's
close.
up?
Maybe.
look, if you're not in after that, I don't think anything we say is gonna get you in. Even whether it gets worse or better, like
Maybe.
sounds like you're already like.
Maybe if I get past Viking Vinland Saga,
Vinland Saga.
I'll get to it.
I mean I think
We'll
it's decent enough to keep my attention, and like the fact that like episode 4 will be delayed does actually annoy me. But you know.
Olympics.
So this isn't the only thing that got delayed.
Oh.
There were a couple other things that got delayed, but this is the one like that is like the most probably like for any fan who's watching anything this season. It's like, you know, that you got like your top 5 shows that everyone's like top 5 shows you got to watch in 2024 summer. This is like number 5 on everybody's list. So this being delayed, I'm sure is going to be like, oh, well, I guess I'll
So-
watch something else.
Something else I'll say is the main character on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
Where's fucking Goggles at in this picture?
Right
Where's
here.
his goggles at? They're around his neck.
Oh, should be on his head.
He does put them on sometimes.
Yeah.
No, whenever he's like in combat, he puts them on.
Yeah, it's fucking. He looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, I like
can
his
see
design.
The,
He
I
gives
can
me
see the appeal for sure.
like a lot of the character designs are like really good. Like there's no one that like I dislike. You know, I mean, like Colette is the orange hair girl, his like best friend, pretty much. You got the fucking bully guy, Scion.
Yeah,
I believe.
Scion.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Gives me like Black Clover, which I know you don't have much reference for,
Nope.
and like Code Geass.
The character designs do look a little bit like that. that, so I see kind of where you're coming
A
from.
lot of Code Geass in that main character in that specific.
Hey, can you talk louder?
Yeah, I kind of see that.
Yes, I can talk louder.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Wistoria, Sword and Wand and Sword delayed.
Yeah.
Real sad. Me and Salem.
Yes.
Me and
Real-
Mactastic. Real sad.
Sometimes I just talk quieter.
Yeah, and it's hard to get picked up.
Not much I can do about it, to be honest with you, Chief.
What?
Not much I can do when I want to talk quieter. I
Oh.
don't realize that I'm talking too quiet for the mic to pick up.
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you.
Oh, good.
I'll tell you. I'll just tell you to speak the fuck up. I'll just be like, hey, speak up. You excited for Cockfight?
No.
Wow.
You guys don't fuck with Cockfight?
I've read some panels.
You are the worst at trying to convince me to watch or do anything.
Sherm, look, Wistoria
just pull up YouTube video. Hey, you want to watch cockfighting? No.
If it's Dick Fight Island, maybe.
Oh.
But Wistoria, I think,
Is it sword
decent.
fighting?
A cockfight island?
Yeah.
Oh, they're fighting with certain swords, all right. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Like actual swords or penises?
What do you think?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Cockfight Island, yeah.
This looks awful.
Really? Dude, this is hilarious. Like, do you not like comedy? Like, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Not like
I hate comedy.
me
Comedy
ask
is
you,
the
like,
worst.
Phenomenal. Do you hate laughing?
Yes.
Like, what do you...
What are you talking about?
Dude, it's a chicken that fights demons.
I will say this. So I have read manga panels of this in passing some time ago. It seems decently funny, but it's not something I'd watch. I'm just putting that out there.
I don't know what to tell you.
You don't think...
just looking at this looks like a bad video game that was made in like 2004.
Where were you living in 2004? Because I want to know where you were seeing those cutscenes. I was seeing fucking shitty Resident Evil type of cutscenes. Anyways, Rooster Fighter official anime announcement. Now you definitely don't fuck with this, and I can see why.
So 1 out of 3 of us is interested.
I've always loved this thing.
First comment, Peter Griffin.
That's how you know you're in the correct fan base.
Peter Griffin would definitely die in a fight against
when the Family Guy fans are out.
I will say on Twitter, the fan artists like taking Peter Griffin and like turning him into Virgil or like Sephiroth. Those are pretty good. I will say.
Well, Virgil, I mean, is he sitting in a lawn chair?
Oh, they just draw him like with the sword, the slick
Bro,
back hair.
you gotta put my boy in a lawn chair.
Yeah, we can't get everything,
He's
man.
feeling motivated.
He's definitely motivated right now, yeah.
What's the other word they use? Like motivated in something? I don't know.
Virgil?
Yeah, like he's feeling powerful and motivated or something like that.
Power. Something like that, yeah.
I am the storm that is approaching.
So yeah, Jose, so you're gonna check this out then?
Chicken fight.
Yeah, chicken fight. Yeah, Rooster Fighter. I'm definitely gonna check this out.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Like let me
So
my question.
you read this?
I read some of it, but it's not fully available on Viz, and it hasn't been fully translated on those sites by Scanlater. So like I've never really experienced everything I wanted to, and I haven't actually gone out of my way to buy it because there's other stuff I want to buy. Anyways,
are they making a new Joker thing?
Yeah, Joker, Fule Dukes, Joker 2. You haven't watched the first one. I bet you're not interested.
Man, this motherfucker brings us Rooster Fighter and was like, yeah, the Joker 2 movie, you probably don't care.
Do you care about Joker? Did you watch Joker 1?
No, but I've seen clips. I'm like Salem. I've seen clips of almost every movie.
It's a very poignant movie.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
I hate how that movie was memed to death, but it's actually a very good movie on its own. It's not directed by fucking the guy who did Goodfellas. Not by him, because everybody just put his name in the marketing, even though he had nothing to do with it. Martin Scorsese has nothing to do with Martin Scorsese. He did not even put his foot in, but it's a very good movie.
Wasn't he in the movie?
Nope.
Anime
Robert De
listeners,
Niro.
I am glad that you're sticking with us to this point.
Anyways,
I mean,
look, I brought them Rooster Fighter.
Yeah, instead of Joker 2.
I brought the Rooster Fighter.
I brought Rooster Fighter. What else can I say? Hey, anime listeners, do you want Joker?
You talked about fucking other movies for like the first fucking half hour.
I was talking about how much the movie industry is philandering. That's why this is my favorite medium.
I just was thanking our listeners because we started going on about Joker and, anime.
I mean, I'd rather watch that trailer than that awful Transformers thing again.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Rooster Fighter coming to a TV near you.
Like, you really don't dig that. You don't dig.
Oh, I think it's a good shot, but
all right.
This is the fucking Peter Griffin meme to 11, man. And I didn't think that was that funny to begin with.
All right, I want you to watch Joker. I can't say this. Folie à deux. Folie à deux?
It's like
Adieu.
adieu.
Folie
Yeah.
à deux. Folie à deux.
Oh man, are we gonna have the stupid fucking like national media marketing again? Like we had to send a bunch of cops to theaters so that way they don't get shot up.
By the way, Lady Gaga's playing Harley Quinn.
Huh? Oh wait, no. Okay, Lady Gaga, sure.
Yep.
Close enough.
She's a good actress. I've seen her in stuff. American Horror
I thought
Movie.
you said Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, huh?
Dude.
My brain shut off for a minute.
I love that. Lady Gaga. Oh, Nicki Minaj.
So Lady Gaga, I mean, Harley Quinn has always been his psychiatrist.
I hope there's a scene with Harley being held over a vat.
Oh, I hope so too.
This
Yeah.
isn't that Joker, sorry guys.
Yeah,
There will be no
he
vat.
hasn't painted on like a smile yet.
Yeah.
No damage tattoo on his forehead.
No, like he
Where's his piano car at?
he does paint like his face.
Yeah.
Well, but like the way they do it in the isekai anime, where it's like the teeth
Or
and everything.
or even
That's-
that bad Jared Leto interpretation. Yeah.
No, I think that one was bleached skin in a vat. Stupid. This will be a musical. This is gonna be
Yo, you said musical.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
more in than I
Yep.
originally was.
So it's gonna be a musical. It's gonna star Lady Gaga and fucking what's his name from
what's his-
Gladiator.
Oh,
He was the bad guy in it.
I have no idea.
Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah, Joaquin
Oh,
Phoenix.
God,
Brother-
he did play Caesar, didn't he?
brother to
Oh,
River
shit.
Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, like it just popped in my mind, like that fucking clip of it, and it's like, oh yeah, that is that guy.
The first movie, absolutely phenomenal. I thought it was great. I did hate how all the marketing was like, you should watch out for all the riots that are gonna happen, all
Yeah,
the Joker.
people bringing guns to the theater.
Yeah, literally. Joker does kill Robert De Niro with a gun at the end of that movie. So,
What's the line? You get what you fucking deserve.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get what you fucking deserve.
I love that fucking quote.
I should watch Joker finally. It's been on like the back burner for the longest time.
Joker is a movie I can't watch more than once in like 5 years because it's such a like it's that kind of movie that kind of like it was so hard to watch the first time. It'll be hard to like watch again. You know, like I already know what's gonna happen, so it's not gonna hit the same. But it's anyways.
Are we excited for that Beetlejuice thing?
No.
Okay. Just
Are
check.
you?
No, just checking with both of
No,
you.
I love the original Beetlejuice. I thought it was great.
I
but-
do not like the original
I
Beetlejuice.
can't
I
watch
think
it.
it's bad.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think it's.
I don't really know. I haven't watched it for years, but I really enjoyed it.
I don't
at the
think
time.
I don't think the original's bad. It's I was way too young to be watching Beetlejuice and it scared the shit out of me.
I was way too old when
Fair
I
enough.
watched Beetlejuice, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is fucking
Yeah.
stupid."
Hey, fair enough, man.
I'm
Fair
pretty sure I
enough.
watched it last year.
I don't remember enough to talk about it, so fair
I
enough.
don't know. Tim Burton, he didn't hit. Like I'm just saying.
He just didn't hit.
Yeah,
you
it
know
just
what I
wasn't
mean?
hitting like I wanted it to.
Yeah, Tim Burton just was not hitting. I said this to who did I say this to? I think I said this to my brother. I was like, after he divorced Helen Bonham Carter, he just was like in a slump. He was not.
Yo, he dropped that ball,
Yeah.
fumbled that bag.
He
What are
really
we doing?
did. After they divorced, he wasn't really making them like he used to. Do you guys even remember he did that Dumbo remake live action movie? That was him.
Wait, what?
I blanked that out of my mind.
Fuck. Wait, they did a Dumbo. What?
Live action, yeah, and that was him.
Why
He
the
did
fuck
that
they
movie.
do that?
I don't know.
Why the fuck do they do any live action remake?
Because it makes money. That movie made $1 billion, but or it's close to that. But that movie was nothing.
Good for them. I completely forgot that was
That's
even
one
a
of
thing.
those-
Would you rather watch Rooster Fighter or Dumbo live action?
Why? Well, what do you think I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick Rooster Fight.
By the way, I wanted to bring. I wanted to bring.
Rooster Fight.
Sorry. I wanted to bring to your guys' attention that Sailor Moon will be premiering its final arcs in a movie, just like Demon Slayer is. So yeah,
Awesome.
this is because I hope this doesn't become a standard, but I'm actually not very happy about this.
So I'll say that we've already touched on why I don't like the Demon Slayer idea, and I'm not going to get back into it. I don't mind the Bomb Devil arc. I don't mind that being a movie because that feels pretty short and self-contained.
Yeah, that is like Jujutsu Kaisen 0. That it's its own thing, and it was short enough that you could condense it into 2 or less hours.
And like Mugen Train was like, it felt good. It was a good amount of time for a movie. Yeah, not a huge fan of making movies into arcs as much as I love those Heaven's Feel movies. Like, would not recommend. The only reason I don't mind Heaven's Feel is because like when I watched it, they were all out. You just watch all of them. Fucking
Just get to it.
This
That's
Demon
fair.
Slayer bullshit. I'm just gonna be waiting for fucking like 5 years for all 3 of these fucking movies to come out.
Yeah, when I started watching the Heaven's Feel movies, like the first one had finally released. I wanted to go to the theater, but I couldn't.
My problem is that streaming TV show rights and streaming movie rights are completely different. So like it already says like Netflix has already picked it up.
Yeah.
All right, fine, whatever. What's bothering me is that I know we're just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you can watch the first 4 seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal on Crunchyroll and Netflix, but if you want to watch the final arc exclusively only on Netflix, just like that JoJo arc. This is fucking dumb. I don't care, like, exclusivity, fine, whatever, but when it's like, hey, I'm keeping the rights to a show specifically on a platform no one can like watch, what the fuck is that? I don't know if you guys I don't know if I've ever told you guys, Teasing Master Takagi-san, like the first season's on Crunchyroll, the second season's on Netflix, and the third is on High Dive, like exclusively.
Wait,
what is that?
They separated the seasons that much?
Yeah, and they're
What the fuck?
exclusively on
Okay.
only those platforms.
No, I don't remember you mentioning that. That sounds insane. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Money.
Money.
And I don't know who's going, yeah, we exclusively have Teasing Master Takagi-san. Like, what?
We have season 2 of that. If you want to get season 3 or 1, you have to go elsewhere.
It's kind of weird too, because like they're like long running shonen like One Piece are like fractured into like Netflix and Crunchyroll. Like you can watch it all on Crunchyroll, but I mean if you're just getting into anime and you're like, oh, it's the One Piece, and it's like you can only go up to like 400 episodes
On Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, no, but we are premiering the Dr. Egghead arc on Netflix too,
Yeah.
except you can't go all the way back. You know, you
Yep.
don't have the entire thing.
It's like from Egghead on for whatever reason.
It's weird. The last
Super
piece...
weird.
That sounds fucking stupid and insane. But
The last piece of news I was going to bring you guys is Crunchyroll is going to... You know how like those smart TVs have like their own TV channels?
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking LG, let's go.
LG.
Finally.
Yep. So Crunchyroll does have a app on the App Store for Crunchyroll, but now they're just doing like a channel where they're just like be airing, like, you know, you'll be like,
Yo, can I
eh,
just turn it on,
Yeah,
see
you-
random episodes of Food Wars?
See, yeah, I don't know if like try to go to your like your channels because I think like
kind of want to check this out. Hold on, let's check this out.
yeah, let's see what's currently airing at the time of
Problem
recording.
is my TV's so fucking slow.
Yeah, the LG channels, I think it is.
Where
LG channels, yeah,
Okay.
right there. I think if you click
do I have
that,
to pay for this?
no,
I
that's
refuse.
it's free. That's what I'm
I
saying.
refuse to pay for this.
It's completely free. That's what I'm saying. Like there will be. I remember like
Yeah, sure, let's go. No sign up, no cost.
I remember just select just agree.
Select all.
Yeah, just give all the
Alright.
Koreans your
More
information.
agree.
You know LG's Korean.
Sure,
I
why
did
not?
not.
Yeah.
They make decent TVs.
And
Yep.
now they're stealing his data as we speak.
That's
I think,
okay.
I think
China's already got
LG
it.
and Samsung.
They got it from the TikTokers. They know I like big titties and fucking mechanic videos for whatever reason.
Oh, man, all the evil they're going to put to use with that.
Yeah. So they did put out an app too.
They did put out an app, but there's also a channel.
Yo,
so
was that
like,
Elysium?
yeah,
Was that-
oh yeah, Elysium with Matt Damon.
Parker?
God.
The fuck is Parker?
What a forgettable movie.
Parker with Jason Statham. Inspiration for Toji and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wait, actually.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
serious.
God. I could see it.
Let's see, Crunchyroll. Gotta look for the channel, dog.
Yeah, it's right down there. Maybe.
Hit that enter after that last L.
Channels. Yeah.
Oh,
Code
Oh,
Geass.
Geass. Yep,
Wait,
they know.
Hold on.
They
hold
know.
on. Peak fiction.
What's happening? What's
I
happening?
don't know. I have to see the episode.
9:30 to 10.
Yo, honestly, I might just fucking turn this on and leave it on.
I think that's a good choice, Schirm, honestly.
Yeah. Not just because it's Code Geass. Just like look over and it's like, oh yeah, random episodes of Naruto. Oh, in English.
Oh, and it's in English.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, best girl. Let's go.
English dub? Good.
I think you probably could change the language.
Oh, yep. This is right after this happened.
That was so funny. He tried to resist. What is the? You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. You guys
The
need to.
Geass
Would you
is-
like to know about the Geass?
No, you guys need to review a silent voice for me after this.
The Geass is a special power that allows him to control the minds of people, but he can only do it once.
Yes, he has to look them in the eye when they're doing it,
Yep.
or when he's doing it. And each Geass has its own condition.
Even though you only see like one or two other Geasses.
Yeah, it's like a small sprinkling of them.
Yeah.
Like mind reading is one.
Yep.
All right. Well,
What does CC
could you turn
have?
this off?
No,
Um,
we leave it on.
I need you to
The Code Geass anime stays on.
then turn it down because I need you to review a silent voice.
What does CC's Geass do?
I don't recall her having a Geass.
Doesn't she have one?
I don't think so. If she does, she never uses any power to my knowledge. But it's been years, man. It's possible. I just don't recall it.
Just crank this down a little bit.
Just watching Code Geass now.
Yo, is that one girl that I forget the name of?
Yo.
Not even top 5 best looking female characters in the show.
Yo, that fucking bitch.
Yo,
Yo.
Wait, is she about to?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is she about to do the thing, or does that happen before this?
I think that's before this happens.
Oh yeah, because she's so...
Euphemia's dead.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah.
The,
that was
thing
before
with
then.
Yuffie just happened.
Okay. Yeah. That was before.
Yo, was that Callan? I think her name is.
Those the blacks.
Yeah, fucking sick.
I will say I hate their dumb visor thing they have on their hat. It drives me crazy.
What a good character design. 10 out of 10.
Oh,
what the?
All
There's
right,
commercials
ads?
on my TV
All right,
channels.
shut this shit off. I ain't watching.
All right.
Huh?
What, you don't want to learn about pubic hair removal?
I guess it's important.
So glad. All right. So
Fucking God, I hate this. How fuck slow this TV is. You all right there, Chief?
I'm struggling.
all right. So while you're looking for the Crunchyroll app,
Oh yeah, I should do that.
can you tell me? You guys review a silent voice for me. I came in on the very fourth half, literally. So
The fourth half.
The fourth half.
Fourth
Yep.
half.
you know how like there's half and then there's another half on that half. That's me.
So you're on the last
Quarter?
fourth.
Yeah, I did. What is it? The last quarter of that movie?
The last
I watched
quarter,
the last,
the last
quarter.
fourth. Yeah.
Watch the fourth whole of that movie.
Yep.
Goes nuts.
The last fourth of that movie. Anyways, why'd you guys
fuck.
want to watch Silent Voice?
I turned it on because I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I got here and we talked a little bit, and Schirm was like trying to find a silent voice, and then we just started watching it.
What'd you think of
I
Silent?
asked you if you wanted to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, and you said nope.
Yeah, and then
Why?
you put on silent voice. Well, I mean, we could have watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Schirm.
Yeah, we had to watch.
We had another opportunity
The
when we were
little
watching it.
Lebowski or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the little Blowski and playing a
Can't
Monkey
believe
Monkey
you
Beat.
fucking remember that.
All right.
Of course I do.
I have a question, sure.
Question. Go ahead.
Why do you?
Yes,
what do you like?
viewer,
What do you like?
Viewer.
What do you like about A Silent Voice? Considering that that movie is very well beloved by the sad boy community, what'd you like about that?
It does a very good telling of like.
Give me a review. How about that?
Okay, so it does a really good job showing like someone that goes through a traumatic experience, both from Shoko and Shoya. Shoya? I think it was Shoya.
Unfortunately, I am blanking on main boy's name.
It does like a really good showing through both characters, like how trauma can affect you and make you feel like responsible for like.
Well, because at the beginning, like mean girl Shoko, right? So
Yep.
she gets put in this school. You know, she's deaf. She can't really talk very well as a result of that. So she ends up writing in her notebook to communicate with her classmates, right?
Yep.
And fucking main boy dickhead decides to start fucking with her and some of the other classmates as well, right? Because they're kids, they just think it's funny. She's different, whatever. But eventually, the bullying goes to the extent where main boy is like ripping out her hearing aids and shit. Because you know it's funny, I guess. This gets brought to the attention of the school board, and they're like, "Hey, so we got to know who is doing this shit to her because like the stuff's
Hearing aids are
expensive."
expensive.
Yes. So main boy gets outed for it. He decides to get up and say like, "Yeah, it was me." And then
No, he doesn't.
he stands up.
If you recall, teacher is like, "Show stand your fucking bitch ass up. You know it's you."
Well, he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, but because
Okay.
he's like trying to deny it the whole time. He's like, "What? Everyone else was doing it. I was just doing what the cool kids were doing."
Okay. Well, all right. Either way, he gets thrown under the bus by his classmates. They're like, yeah, he's the fucking guy who's been, you know, messing with her. He's done the most bullying, whatever. And then as a result, everybody fucking turns on him, and then they start bullying him super fucking hard. So that's like the beginning portion of it.
Yeah. So then it like there's a fairly large time skip.
Because they're what, elementary school kids in the beginning, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess before the time skip, there's a lot of like people kind of turn on Shoya because they're like, "Oh, you were the reason this girl left. Like you're kind of a monster."
You're the reason she was bullied.
Correct. So he kind of goes through the rest of his school days like just getting bullied, kind of like how she was. It's a really good representation of like he's feeling exactly how she would feel, even though
Oh, he gets ostracized.
yeah, gets ostracized. Like all his like former friends like turn on him, treat him like shit, and basically just like self-exiled, or he gets like exiled from the entire class. And then there's the time skip where they're all like, "Would you say are they past fucking high school? Still in high school? They might be college."
No, they have to be like high school, I
You
think.
still think? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's that moment at the end where they're like, "Oh, you're turning 18."
Oh yeah, that's
Drake wouldn't like like you. Sorry.
Scratching it.
But no, they're still in like I think they just like go to high school. They look about that age because fucking main boy gets a fucking growth spurt. That man is like a lanky sumbitch.
Yep.
But yeah, no, they fast forward to high school, and then main boy, of course, because of all the bullying that was going on in his younger years, has developed like anxiety and like just does not want to look people in the eye. He just kind of keeps to himself, and he stumbles upon Shoko, and he tries to get her attention. And
How does this happen? Like he just
so they go to the same school, and when he was in the hallway walking to his class, like he just happens to notice her. Just like she walks out of her classroom, and he's like, "Wait, no, I remember that girl." Because like the only thing that really changed about her mainly was her hair got longer, but he recognized her.
Yeah.
So he stops her and starts talking with her, and basically he's trying to like apologize and make amends for all the shitty things he did to her. But yeah, no, and then some of the other kids from when he was younger are also going to this school, and some of them are trying to make up and figure out what's going on, and it's I'll leave the rest to you, Schirm.
Okay, wait, question. You guys both said that 9, 10, right?
Yep.
Scores of 9 or 10.
Yep.
How do you justify that? Like what makes it a justifiable 9 or a 10 to you?
Like the story's tight. I mean, like,
is it compact? Like from the beginning, middle, end, do you feel like it's narratively compelling?
Like, I think the writing's good, the story is interesting, and like they're not really wasting time at all either. Like they're showing main boy's like home life and like how much he cares about like his mom and his sibling and stuff like that, and like we're not dicking around. Like every scene has a purpose where they're developing main guy's like growth from being this like super like scared social anxious mess to like kind of things are going back to normal. Like he's making friends again, like because he had fake ass friends when he was a kid, and he meets fucking best boy, like his first friend that he made when he started going to high school. And
the weird one that looks like he's from
I think you're forgetting. Did we mention that because of all the bullying you went through in middle school, he was like suicidal, planning to kill himself?
We didn't touch on that, no.
Yeah, so like right after the time skip, it's showing like him gathering all this stuff. Like he cleaned his room, he's like gathering money. I think he leaves like a suicide note for his mom, and like the day before it happens, she like confronts him about it, and she's just like, why would you try and kill yourself? Which I mean, it's like in that position, it's hard to like try and explain to somebody, because it's like, how much do I want to tell them? Like, will they understand how I feel? Because a lot of people, when you say something like that, they're just like, well, don't fucking kill yourself. And it's like, well, sure, in your position, of course you don't want me to do that. But as someone that's struggled with those feelings before, it's like sometimes it's not that easy for like you as a person to go, man, maybe life really is worth living.
It's like when a boomer says, just don't be sad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks.
Why are you sad? Why do you not just be happy?
You should smile more, honestly. Like,
what do you have to be sad about?
I got that said to me the other day.
Oh, did you?
To fucking knock that old motherfucker on his ass.
Have you tried being happy?
Yeah, no, just like, come on, man, just be happy.
Yeah.
So from the snippet I watched, like it does seem pretty reasonably well. It's been on my anime movie list for a really long time. I just haven't like gotten around to it because for whatever reason, like I'm just stupid and don't watch these things. But me as somebody who like wants to film, to be a filmmaker one day, my dream is to do an animated thing one day. Now, I guess like, let me ask you, did you guys go in for like probably not you, Baker, because it seems like you just kind of got,
sorry, that's Mactastic.
Mactastic.
Okay.
You kind of just got it thrown on you. Like, hey, watch this
Mr.
movie.
Mac was dragged along.
Yeah, I mean, like Phenomenal was saying, GX was on the table, but early GX.
Surprised you weren't into GX today.
No.
So,
Yeah.
all right, so then...
But yeah, I got Schirm, put it on, and I'm like, yeah, sure, let's see what this is, because I've seen clips, so like I already knew how the movie ended and everything, so like that wasn't a surprise. But like, now actually seeing it, like, yeah, it's a good movie. Like the animation's nice. I like the character designs.
Looks fantastic. That's one of the things that I've always been like, that movie looks really good.
Like the story's good. We're not dicking around. Like I don't really see any big flaws in it, honestly. Like it just was a good movie,
There's one big flaw.
All right,
that motherfucking bitch with that
the
black hair.
Oh yeah, she's fucking garbage.
Fucking Naoko.
So
All right, so speaking as an antagonist, because it sounds like she was the antagonist of the movie, did she do a good job being an
Okay,
antagonist?
so she wasn't bad in the sense of like it brings the movie down or anything. Like she's just a bitch that you hate.
But is she a good antagonist? Is what I'm saying. Did she do her job?
She was like the main, like, I guess, kind of speed bump in the road in terms of like main guy on his like path to growth and everything, I guess, because she was bringing up all these bad experiences he already went through, and she was still just being a fucking asshole towards like the main girl and everything too. I don't really know. Antagonist, kinda, I guess.
Okay, so he's trying to grow, but she's like, well, what about all this shitty stuff you've done? You think you can go past that?
It's not that I don't know how to explain it like succinctly. It's not a direct like, confrontation with him, you know what I mean? It's
like it's more she's like trying to pull him back into his old life. Like trying to pull him back to like, hey, you're hanging out with the deaf girl. Here, we grabbed her hearing aid again. Like, let's toss it around like we used to do when we were kids. And he's like, he grabs it from her and he's like, here, Shoko, I'm sorry that she did that. It's just like she is just trying to like bring him down and like convince everyone around that like he's still the same person that he was in like high or middle school.
Yeah, she's like a reminder to him about like the bad shit that went on.
That sounds like an antagonist who's not letting the main character grow.
So what I would say when I like personally ranking to antagonists, it's like, can they have a good redemption? And at no point did I feel anything for that stupid bitch.
I mean, would you redeem the Joker? I mean,
sure, he has redeemable qualities.
No, he does not.
Okay, never mind. I retract my statement.
She's not like super getting in his face about it per se. Like she like Schirm was saying.
Is it like sly comments?
Like
kind of, yeah.
Like she took main girl aside one time and spoke with her. I mean, she kind of edges the main guy on about like Schirm was saying, like, hey, let's fucking rip her hearing aid out and fuck with her and shit. But like, he's not having any of that because he does genuinely feel bad about the shit he did. Yeah. Getting bullied, by all his supposed friends and shit, emphasized that when he was younger. So he does not want any part of being a fucking asshole towards her or anybody really.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I walked in on you guys watching this movie, not doing anything else, not gonna imply that.
Yeah, we would not do anything else.
Not gonna imply that. He was basically like slapping himself on the face, or I don't even remember if he did that, but he was basically telling himself like, "Okay, gonna be better, do better, try to convey my feelings," or something like that. Do you think by the end of the movie he conveyed that feelings? He said what he needed to say? Because I don't remember him actually telling her anything other than like, hey, you're good. I'm sorry and I want to be chill. I know he didn't say like that and you can hate me for a Schirm, but essentially he I don't remember him actually saying it, but I remember it happening. So like, do you think those feelings were conveyed by the two characters?
What feelings specifically?
Like regret, apology, redemption, and trying to move forward.
So
I'd say that, yeah, because I mean, like the whole deal with him going throughout the movie, like he's trying to make friends and properly apologize to the main girl and everything, and yeah, I'd say that was conveyed by the end for sure.
So I'd say about halfway through the movie, like Shoko and Yuzuru have both like forgiven him for whatever he's done in the past. I think their only real holdout was the mom in that situation. The later part of the movie kind of turns into like a light romance, like the lightest dusting of romance, where I think that's what you're talking about when he was just sitting there like, I gotta fucking tell her like how I feel about it. And then
he was also like not really understanding what Shoko was trying to tell him before as well.
Yeah.
Like what he thought she was talking about the moon or
yeah,
something
really
like that.
The only speed bump in that movie for me was like because it's unclear whether he actually misheard her or he like heard it but didn't want to think that's what was happening. And it's like, why do we gotta do this? Come on.
So overall, very good movie to you guys.
Yeah, he got friends, he cleared up misunderstandings, like his social anxiety got better, if not like went away after all of this. Like he really did grow, and like he cares about his family and shit. Like things look good. So, he definitely like improved as a person. Like that was like
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me ask you then, would you watch another movie like this? Is this a movie? Is this type of movie like what you guys typically go for, or do you guys is just like, I know Schirm, your tastes are like, I can never point it down, so I don't fucking know. But I'm surprised you watch something like that. So like, do you go out of your way and look for or look for things like that, or like you know, would you watch Akira next? Would you watch Perfect Blue next? Like Suzume? Like, what are you looking for when you watch these anime movies?
So if it's gonna be an anime movie, like Silent Voice was perfect for how I was feeling at the time, where it's just like sometimes I get in a mood where I just like am not feeling well, like mentally, and it's like I'd always heard a Silent Voice like dealt with some of that stuff, and I think that specifically was like perfect where I was feeling, where it's like, oh yeah, these characters are feeling feelings I have felt before, and like there's very traumatic like things happening and certain triggers, and like the scene on the balcony, just like everything was hitting perfectly at the time. So that's why I love this movie. But it just has to be like, am I in the mood for a specific movie? That's why I feel like whenever we go see like these high budget like artsy anime pictures, I'm usually not into, because like I don't know, The Boy and the Heron just wasn't hitting. No part of that connected with me on a higher level than me just watching what happened on the screen, and maybe that's a me thing. I don't know.
With something like Boy and the Heron, I wanted to go in kind of like, because these are Miyazaki movies, and Miyazaki usually pulls from like his childhood, so he's trying to make you feel like a child. But Boy and the Heron, I didn't feel like a child. Honestly, I was very confused.
I got mega confused.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't feel.
You know, I still have questions after that fucking movie. I mean, it looked good.
It didn't
I'll
feel
give
like
it that.
it didn't feel like Spirited Away. It didn't feel like My Neighbor Totoro. It didn't feel like The Secret of what's the one with the valley? Secret of Amity, I think. Nausicaa of the Wind or Princess Mononoke. Like it didn't feel like a grandiose adventure, but it also didn't feel like I'm a child. I was just very confused. Like what the whole time.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, again, I still have some questions about like the fucking end part of the film, like how the main guy had to replace, or at least the old guy wanted to have him succeed him in his role.
That's right.
I have questions about that.
Now, is it a paradox because his mom is technically there too as a child? She's gonna have to give birth to him later anyway. Like when you start thinking about like, wait, what does it mean? What is the point? What? And then I'm sure it doesn't help that my memory of that movie is washed over by a good movie like Godzilla.
Oh yeah. That same day we were watching Godzilla -1, and that was a good ass fucking movie. So
Yeah, Sherman put his thumbs up. He said very good.
Yep.
Yeah, like
endorsement.
I can't think like, oh, I can't think of that movie because I'm just thinking like, man, all I remember is Godzilla
Man,
that
Godzilla
day.
was fucking good.
All I remember is Godzilla being really, really
Man.
good, and then all I remember is The Boy and the Heron being really fucking confusing.
Yeah, my memories of The Boy and the Heron are very splintered. Like, I remember most of it, but like I have some big questions about the fucking movie, and like that is going to take away from my enjoyment, because it's like, well, if the end fucking goal has me asking many questions, I don't know what the point really was, at least to me.
Only redeeming part of that movie was Dave Bautista as the General Bird.
The General Bird, that was a good one.
Well, that's my boy.
See, I don't mind open-ended movies. Honestly, I enjoy a lot of open-ended movies. But when there's like themes are easy to understand, or like they're compelling, or the story was compelling, the film was compelling, or I understood part or most of what was happening and it was compelling, like I usually give it a pass. But with this movie, I was like, what? Once again, I was just like, what? And it's not even like the movie Tenet, right? Christopher Nolan thinking he's making a 60 fucking chess movie, right? With Tenet, and that movie's really confusing to watch. I should have you guys watch that one day, and then you guys try to decipher what the fuck it is.
That's
But
the invasion of Normandy.
no,
Yeah.
Tenet is the one where the bullets fly backwards sometimes.
Why the
Huh?
Okay, I don't know anything about that
This
one.
is World
Chief.
War II, correct?
No,
Oh.
it's about
Man, that marketing did not serve that movie well then.
No,
The bullets fly backwards.
I'll show
sometimes.
you guys a clip later, but Robert Pattinson's in it. I think that was basically his demo reel to be Batman. Anyways,
Okay.
that movie was so confusing. I was like, I'm gonna watch it again, and I did, and I was like, still really confused. So I watched it again, and I watched it 3 times, and I was not bored, but I was like, each time I was deciphering a little bit more of the movie, and then like I already knew what was gonna happen because it's kind of like a time travel movie too. But even then, I was like, okay, I'm deciphering stuff, but with Boy in the Heron, like I wouldn't watch it another two times.
I have a feeling that even if I watched it again, I'm still gonna have pretty much the same questions.
Exactly. Like really nothing's
because I was paying attention to that fucking movie. Like, you know, besides the fact that Godzilla was great, I was paying fucking attention, and I still have my fucking questions. And it's like, okay, well, you know.
Like, did you have any questions after you watched Howl's Moving Castle? Probably not. I mean, you probably did because you said you had that DVD that skipped every 30 minutes.
Yes. So my friend lent me a copy of Howl's Moving Castle, and I could get 2 to 5 minutes in, I think, and then it would skip 30 minutes, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But anyways, these anime movies, like excluding Miyazaki movies, like, do you guys think we should like dive into some of these movies? Like maybe next week, like if I get here on time, maybe we could watch like Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Perfect Blue, Suzume, something like that on the list.
I'll veto Suzume because I've heard a whole lot of nothing going on in that movie.
Okay.
Like just characters traveling around, like closing metaphysical doors. Just doesn't sound that interesting.
I mean, it doesn't sound interesting on paper, but it could be good regardless.
I mean, sure, but like I went into A Silent Voice knowing it's just about like trauma, mental health, and like the ideas of suicide, and that was enough to get me in. If it's just like a girl going around like closing metaphysical doors for like past experiences she has, it doesn't sound that interesting to me. Maybe.
I mean, I need to take a look at the trailer. I mean, that doesn't sound bad on paper, but like I need to know like what else.
I just don't want to go in and have another Boy in the Heron situation where I just don't like the movie because it wasn't the vibe that I was like ready for.
I mean, sometimes you gotta go into these movies just like and just be like, all right, give it to me.
I would be more into watching like Your Name, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, stuff like that.
Right.
Where it's just like two characters in kind of a romantic situation, like just dealing with shit rather than, I don't know, there might be romance in Suzume, but...
What, have you guys ever heard of like Paprika?
I might have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like, because I've been looking into the like anime movie scene because the second biggest movie industry in the world used to be Japan. Now I think Japan has fallen fourth, but besides America, it's like India, Korea, and Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you feel about Bollywood? You ready?
No thanks.
All right, let's dive in.
Hell yeah.
Next
brother.
week.
You guys ever seen the clip of that Bollywood cop? He's like driving two motorcycles and like I think he's driving two motorcycles with like while doing like a split.
Hell
then he
yeah.
grabs like a lamppost out of the ground and he goes and beats up all the bad guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
something a cop could do.
Oh yeah, your average cop.
Yeah, your
Average
average cop.
cop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He reminded me of that dad of like from the Spider-Verse, from the Indian, like what was it, like Mumbatan?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of reminded me of that cop. I think that cop in that Spider-Man movie is a nod to like those Bollywood movies. Anyways, what about something like I brought this up before, Ghost in the Shell, like that original Ghost in the Shell.
I will 100% be on board to watch that. Like I have some nostalgia for Ghost in the Shell. Apparently it was on like Adult Swim or something back in the day. I looked into that a little bit.
Sci-fi, I think you said.
Sci-fi and Adult Swim.
Apparently it was on Adult Swim too.
Oh, okay.
Like second gig anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to watch it just because like I remember enjoying, even though I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Have you guys?
If we watch Ghost in the Shell, I'm gonna need to watch all the rest of the Ghost in the Shell stuff after. So
I mean, you kind of don't have to because it is a good standalone movie, even though there's a bunch of other subsequent material called the Standalone Project and stuff like that.
standalone complex.
Whatever
See,
it was.
that's what I was going to ask you too, is it like good as a standalone thing we can all watch?
Yeah, like
Okay.
literally you could just watch that and be done. It's kind of like how we watched Alien 1 and 2 and I was like, it's not worth watching
Yeah,
the
I'm
rest.
not watching anything Alien for a while.
So
You don't want to enjoy
Aliens 3.
yeah, you don't
I've
wanna
heard,
enjoy that.
I've been watching more clips for Alien Romulus. It does look a little bit good, but once again, even in the trailers, those characters kind of are in the same vein of these guys are just fucking stupid. Remember
We
the
need
other,
a movie to happen.
remember the other dumbasses
Don't
we
open the
watched?
fucking door.
Dude,
Opens
I
the door
was
anyway.
so on board with
Ripley?
Ripley. I was gonna say Riley. Fucking Ripley was like the only sensible one, and then she's just like, well, yeah, we gotta open the door at some point. And it's like, oh, literally get off the fucking ship in the escape pod, leave forever, never come back. And then in Aliens 2, they were like, promotion, and she's like, yeah, let's go back. Fuck it.
Yeah, we need you as a consultant for this
she
project.
did the whole like at least in that we'll give her credit. Like at least she was like no until they were like
Yeah,
what
it's too late. Aliens on board. It's like, well, fuck.
I did go when I went to go see Deadpool Wolverine yesterday. They put up a couple trailers, and I saw the new trailer for Alien Romulus, and it was like, hey, we need one last score. We can live forever. He's like,
we just need to do this one last job.
And then it was like, you want to go rob a highly confident, highly illegal, and high-tech equipment from a military base. And they're like, we go in, we go out, we grab it. It's a last job.
It's
and
just
we're
that
good.
simple. It's
Yeah.
just that simple.
And then it's like,
yeah, just one more.
then alien eggs, aliens ensue.
Oh my god, there's aliens in this movie?
And I was like, okay.
How did they get on the ship?
I will say
Someone let them in.
Someone brought him aboard. I don't know.
Yep.
I will say this. The director is the guy who directed the Evil Dead movie from like 2018 or 16.
That's
yeah.
my previous roommate's thing. I'm not an Evil Dead thing. I'm not into that.
I have a lot
Pretty
of
decent.
memories of Evil Dead 2 as a kid, specifically when there was that ghoul under like the floorboards and she stabs
yeah.
that guy with that pencil.
Yep.
That lives rent free in my brain. But
So there's
Rent-free.
an homage scene to that in that new Evil Dead one.
oh, great.
And it's even creepy. Dude, that new Evil Dead movie is so grimy, dirty, and like makes me feel uncomfortable. But it was a good watch, just because like I haven't seen a horror movie that grimy in such a while. Sorry, we were talking about anime movies.
Were we?
A Silent Voice,
Yeah,
Mactastic. You gave it a 9.
Yes.
Phenomenal. You gave it a 10.
Yep. Lock it in.
If we all watch something, what do you guys think you'd want to watch next
Like a movie?
as a group? Or just you two.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking movies, like I'm definitely down for Ghost in the Shell because again, I just think like aesthetically it looks sick as fuck, so I'm down to watch that.
Well, apparently, and this is like something I remember reading or hearing. Apparently the Wachowskis went to Warner execs and were like, "We want to do this." They're like, "Do what exactly?" And they just showed them a clip of of Ghost in the Shell.
I like that you're about to say The Matrix.
Hell yeah, brother. You see Makoto here? I want to make. What if I made a character called Neo?
Man.
He can see through the Matrix with help from Morpheus.
I will say Morpheus, yeah.
Morpheus,
Yeah,
yeah.
Morbius was the bad vampire.
Yeah, Morbius was a bad vampire movie by Sony. So, I mean, do you think like, because I've been wanting to do like the show reviews. Salem, you got to finish Free Run, please, bro.
Anytime.
Well, considering that I've pretty much bricked up on everything airing this season that I'm watching my own time, we'll get there.
You think we can do Free Run next week, Schirm?
We can. Salem will not be finished.
Salem, you think we can do Free Run next week?
I can't promise you anything. I'd be lying to you.
That's
if I
not a
did,
diss.
so.
That's a reality that
No,
we all
that's
live
fine.
in.
I'm not gonna argue it.
We
Like,
live in the
it's-
timeline where Salem or Phonom Mactastic over there will start.
Somebody,
Sir,
yeah.
I am phenomenal.
He'll start Free Run. He'll be like, this character kind of reminds me of this other thing.
So, kind of, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like,
Kamen Rider.
a Kamen Rider. I thankfully I burnt out. Like that's why I started watching anime again because I was like, nah, I'm done. I need to fucking stop.
Yep.
But I did also start watching the Spice and Wolf remake, and I think it's really nice. And the problem is that I think it's 24, 25 episodes, so I have to like consciously separate myself from that and watch Free Run. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Um,
how many episodes is this? Can you check for me?
Give me a second. I'm trying to see something here.
You trying to see if this
Spice
show is
and
any good?
Is this Shineki in the first scene?
No.
Damn shame. I've just kind of been peeking through these while you guys are talking, just
Yeah, I know.
seeing how animation looks.
I mean, I'll tell you this, at least in my opinion, a lot of anime is just 90% of the industry is just doing the same thing. 90% of character designs look exactly the same. And a lot of stuff I've been watching, there's only so many designs you can actually like make before you finally run out.
Is that the one?
That is the wolf.
that is the one.
That's Hollow.
Yep. She's explaining to what's assumed to be like her daughter like bedtime stories or whatever, like stories from like earlier in her life,
Right.
and she ends up starting the beginning of this story. That
Oh,
we're
sure.
watching. Yeah.
It's like,
How I Met Your
because
Mother.
what is it, like a wandering trader that like picks her up?
Yep. The Wandering Merchant.
Is this like a How I Met Your Mother? We start at the beginning, we go to the end. We start at the end, go to the
I
beginning.
just like
I
to say
suppose so.
this specifically. Holy shit, the animation goes so fucking hard.
Where?
Right there. It's just like the man, I don't even know how to explain it. Just like her fucking with the top of the mug. Just looks so good.
And she's caressing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably took
Like
like
the
20
liquid.
people to do.
That's right.
And it was worth it, boys.
Mappa in shambles, having 4 guys do all of season 2. Meanwhile, fucking Passion over here is like, yeah, how many guys you need to make the cup scene?
Like, you wanted to switch.
You want 100?
You wanted
Hell
to
yeah.
swizzle too?
I'm going to need 100 people.
Is this a banger?
Sherm's
OP?
watching the first minute
it'll
of
be
Spice
fine.
and Wolf.
Like, I don't think it's like great or anything. I think it's all right.
Yo, can we do a live review of the Vinland Saga OP first one? It's a banger.
Vinland Saga OP, like
sure.
the
Yeah,
opening.
it's a banger. Yes, OP, colloquially short for opening. I don't remember if it's in this first set. We better go to the second one. I don't like when animes do that. Like, I gotta wait for episode 2 for the OP.
They got to tickle your balls, man. They got to put it in the ending, and then you get to hear it again in the beginning.
Fucking banger.
Yeah, they got to tickle it, man. They put it in the end of the first episode, and then you hear it at the beginning of the second.
All right, ready? Here we go. We're in.
Does my boy Torkel show up?
I guess Ascalon, he's here. He might, like, near the end.
Where is my boy?
I should definitely look this guy up. I bet all the music he makes are bangers. 'Cause he really gets into the fucking screaming.
Okay, we saw Torkel for a split second. That's good enough for me.
I think that's the prince that they were talking about with the almost Griffith-looking helmet on.
I vaguely remember who you're talking
Yeah.
about, yeah. No, the opening's great. I like
Banger.
it.
I
Just
hate
needs
him.
more Torkel.
Yeah, that's all right.
Jose, are you going to say you hate opening?
Yeah. Okay.
We know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me tell you this. I think I like Western openings more because it's like 30 seconds to a minute of a theme and then that's it. This is like a whole J-rock song. It's like, imagine if we had like, I don't know. Imagine if we had 30 Seconds to Mars fucking do the opening to Game of Thrones. Exactly. I don't like. In my opinion, I don't like it.
Well, didn't you say you also don't like the openings because you're not understanding what they're saying and it's hard to get into because
that is like my own issue. I don't hate all of them. Obviously, I have my own playlist of anime openings and stuff like that myself.
Okay.
Of video games, anime openings. Obviously, I don't understand a lick of word of it, but obviously, I resonate with the songs. The thing is like this is supposed to be like a very poignant story about revenge, life, and death, and like all these stuff. From what I understand, right? Then you're hitting me with a J-rock song, like here we go. Like I fucking hate it.
So the only thing I'll say is because I was paying attention to the lyrics when the song was playing on a couple of those, like it's basically him questioning, like while he's screaming, he's like trying to understand why bad things happen, and he's trying to get someone to tell him, he's like screaming for someone to fucking explain why the world is as fucked up as it is. So it kind of makes sense in terms of the song, but I hear what you're saying where it sounds a little J-rock.
It's like, and like, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be any better if it was like a rap song. It wouldn't be any better if it was an indie song for me.
The only thing I'll say is like, I appreciate when we actually do get J-rock because, man, it is few and far in between for openings.
Like, me as much as everyone in the world, I like the Oshinoko season 1 opening.
It's a fucking banger.
Yeah. Yasubi does great work.
Like, it goes hard. I can't even deny that it goes hard. But I'm like, this Vinland Saga has been on my radar for a while. I think I'm gonna read it rather than watch it. But when I do watch stuff, and I've heard that I should watch Vinland Saga anyway, so I probably will. I just the openings really don't do much for me. Like, I understand everybody like loves these openings. Dude, some people even like dedicate lots of like time to these openings and edits and stuff on YouTube. I don't see it. I don't see the appeal. I don't get it. And like you said, the lyrics, I always tend to go and look at lyrics and stuff. And yeah, it'll like correlate to like what's going on or the show, but it's like, did I really need a hyped up J-pop song to tell me that the Deer is a goofy anime gag show?
That song is a banger.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying is like, did the lyrics really need to be that? It's like, yeah, I know this is a goofy show. I
highly doubt the Deer song is just like talking about deer.
No, it's just like the lyrics are almost correlate. Absolutely, like they either. No, look, I'm not gonna.
Is this it? No, it's something else, right?
What are you looking for?
The deer thing. Is the deer thing on here?
Yes,
is it on
it's on here. If you want to look at the deer thing,
just update.
Well, I'm sure we'll spot it when we see it.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, was that Vanguard?
Keep going.
Shut up, Elm. We're not stopping.
That's so good.
I will drop you off, and you can sit here until you're done.
Hey, look, man. Card Fight Vanguard original series. Watch first 20 episodes. Good. Really good.
Go to the
counter offer. No.
Go to the.
I feel like it should be on. Like maybe. Oh, what a banger of a fucking title for a category. I studied the blade.
Yeah.
While you were out.
While you were While you
were
were
out-
indulging in vanity in the gym, I was at home practicing the blade.
I studied the form of the blade. Man, why is it just not fucking deer? Can I just look up
Just
deer?
put in deer.
I hope it's just fucking like hooked in the
Dude,
back
every
end.
time I go, when I was writing my review for this, I kept putting the extra E on.
Hell
that's the one,
yeah,
yeah.
my dear
Right there.
friend. Aha. Get it. I just kind of want to hear the opening again. Always second episode for the opening guaranteed.
I think it is in the first one, but yeah, just to be safe.
Chicka naka naka naka. Deer. Doing deer stuff.
Down there it says this is a work of fiction.
What? You're telling me the deer girl isn't real?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's just CGI deer throughout the entire thing.
That was super fucking creepy. I kind of like that
I kind of like the bad CGI deer.
because they're creepy as fuck. The shit that was going on.
Oh
in the
no, it
background,
was
like that was
it
good.
was the girl like with the weird face. The deer weren't that bad. I was like, oh,
No, I meant like what was like whatever they were speaking, like the you know.
yeah. Oh yeah, I like the deer like inside voice, whatever, like in his head, or maybe they speak to her directly. Yo, they have different kinds of deer. They have like a reindeer and like a mountain goat. I don't think that's technically the same thing, but should have made this into a magical girl show.
Pretty sure that deer is very
This
magical.
opening is screaming magical girl at me.
What the fuck was that?
That was a reference.
I'm surprised that was a goddamn JoJo reference.
Or a Fist of the North Star.
Salem.
Okay.
Should we be watching the deer thing?
I'm starting to consider it.
Go to the very
This is
end.
fucking strange.
Go to the very end. Go to the outro. I love the outro.
Oh, the fucking spinning deer. Okay, you know, maybe the
I
show
should-
has something.
I should add the deer opening to my playlist.
I
Yeah,
ignored the show.
Yeah, the deer opening is a good one.
You deer.
My dear friend.
Yo, if there's not what we are not close to the end.
No, go to the end. The like outro is actually like what the outro is just like a bunch of B-roll
Hell
of
yeah.
deer with like this fanfare music. And what's really funny to me is that after we're done like with the B-roll of the deer, somebody said, "Hey, you know what else we should do? Hey, how do they make the crackers?" What do you mean? Just film them making the crackers, and then we get we get a like from beginning to end how they make the crackers.
Okay, whoever made this was on that good shit. I think maybe I should watch this.
Like, yeah, you just get B-roll of the
Like-
crackers being made.
Like, what the fuck? I can only imagine how people felt when they were watching this for the first time. They're just like, why the fuck are they showing us this shit?
Literally, that was my thought.
It's a
I was like,
They're on that good shit, man.
It's a good thing they turned off the Crunchyroll comment section. I don't want to see what it would look like on the deer anime.
dude, it would be so many poggers or Sigma grind set.
What the Sigma?
Is this part of the Skibidi toilet universe?
Dude, this would 100% be like
Unfortunately,
Skibidi
there are
toilet.
not enough explosions and camera head people. for
You
this
don't
to be a
know.
Skibidi- Oh,
'cause
I
when
know.
when
I know.
When I was thumbing through this, there was a lot of explosions.
Were there mechs?
Could be.
no mechs so
Yeah,
far.
No,
Yeah.
was there not G-Man, mega ultra
Hold on.
powerful?
Stop right there.
toilet?
Stop right there.
What?
No, go back. And then stop right there. So, Nokatan dies and her spirit and she gets...
Get
Why does she
hippo-
have a kunai in her?
Don't worry
fucking-
about it. If you want to know, well, you
The
gotta watch
second
it.
Okay.
time a kunai was useful in an anime.
Mm.
Oh, I like how it has the little thing they wear on their head.
Like the Japanese one for like
Yeah.
spirits when they go to King Yama. You remember King Yama from Dragon Ball?
No,
Yes.
Oh yeah, you just got Dear Jesus getting...
of course.
Okay. Okay.
Do you think she's worthy?
No, send it back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally...
All right.
Oh, and watch this.
Just rip that shit out.
Wait, is the blonde-haired one not the main character?
No, the blonde-haired one is the main character.
The only thing I do know about this show, besides like the deer shit, is that blonde girl like used to be a delinquent. I think that's cool.
Yeah, and her biggest inspiration was Mikey from Tokyo Revengers.
Seriously.
Oh, the cracker protected her.
fuck off. Fuck. All right.
That's a payoff from like earlier in the episode. All right, turn this on.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah.
They're on to something. here.
Anyway, back to my Skibidi toilet prediction. Like, there's explosions. I saw them in here. Where'd it go?
Oh no, yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah.
dumbass shit in here.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah,
Just
look.
wake me up when G-Man toilet shows up.
Yeah, there's
Oh, gee.
fire.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
character looks extremely angry.
Wake me up when the toilets take over the world and there's a fighting resistance of camera ahead, man.
God,
let
I'm
me
so
know.
glad I'm not knowledgeable about what you're talking
It's
about.
weirdly intriguing, but like I couldn't find the strength to keep watching it.
Hell yeah.
Should we pack it up?
Sure.
think
I don't
that's
know
a
how
good
much
idea.
of it. I think I'm gonna cut it at the silent voice bit. I don't know how much
What?
of this.
No,
Like
you-
this whole like thing that's happened the
gotta-
last like 5-10 minutes is gonna be a terrible listening
last
experience.
5-10 minutes.
No,
This is like 20.
You gotta leave in the OP you're listening to. Shikonoko naka naka naka
I
naka.
think the copyright will pick it up and be like, "Hey, your video fucking sucks. Don't worry about ever getting paid."
You know what? It's not gonna pick up. Sherm and I singing Randy Orton's theme song.
No, it's gonna pick
I
that
hear
up.
voices in my head. They
Counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
All right, so you guys want to sign off?
Glass
They
shatter.
talk to me. Yeah.
Glass shatter. Who are you?
I'm Mactastic.
And I've been phenomenal
I wonder how long you guys are gonna keep this up.
as long as the podcast runs.
As long as I remember to do it.
All right.
No,
that's-
because I'll just cue you in every time because I'll say I'm phenomenal and you'll be like, and I'm Mactastic.
I'll try my best. I might
pretty
fuck
sure
up the name.
Phenomenal was the one with the long hair.
No, Mactastic was the one with long hair.
Oh, was it Mactastic?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember
He went
which
back to
one was
pimpin'.
which.
He
I'm
was-
fucking
That's what I do
phenomenal.
whenever I leave the podcast the other day. I go back to my pimpin'.
You go back to pimping.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then you bring me back. Podcast.
We definitely don't objectify women
Phenomenal.
here. All right. Well, I have been Jose, aka Isano Mojo.
I've been phenomenal.
And I've been Mactastic.
Sherman Baker.
Huh?
Huh?
Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good one.
Phenomenal.
Mactastic.